Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friend. Today's video is on the month of June transit. Lot of interesting things are happening in this month, and we'll have a look at all the things. Before that, let us start with the mantras. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vyam Ved Vyasaya Namah Om Gurve Namah. Fantastic. So let us start the video now. The month of June. Let me start with the Panchanga aspect. So as we have 12 Gregorian month from January to December, likewise we have 12 Vedic months. Because we talk about Vedic astrology, Vedic Jyotish, let us also look at the Vedic months. Do those 12 Vedic or lunar months correspond with the 12 Gregorian month? Not exactly. So the 12 lunar months are Chaitra, Vaishakh, Jyeshtha, Ashadh, Shravan, Bhadrapad, Ashwin, Kartik, Margashish, Posh, Magha and Phagun. Now, which month is related with the month of June? Well, it starts from mid of a Gregorian month and continues till the mid of the next Gregorian month. So, from mid of March, we started with Chaitra. Then mid of April, Vaishakh. Then mid of May, Jyeshtha. So that Jyeshtha, which started from mid of May, will continue till mid of June. And from mid of June, we'll have Ashadh starting. Now, effectively, all these lunar months are also associated with season and Ritu. So Jyeshtha is associated with the summer season or the Grishma Ritu. So first half of June, where we are running with Jyeshtha, we know that in India, we have summers, and then we can look at the rain, monsoon season started. Actually, if you see from mid of June, Ashadh is going to begin, and which is associated with the monsoon season, rainy season. Okay, so that's how we can see actual what is happening around us in direct relation with the Vedic or lunar months. Okay, purely from Panchanga perspective, 1st of June till 30th of June. When I make this video on a monthly transit analysis, I look at the planetary position from the beginning of the month and how does it continue till the end of the month. So 1st of June till 30th of June. And from Vedic lunar months, Tithi perspective, 1st of June is starting with Shukla Paksh Shashti and 30th of June is ending with Shukla Paksh Panchami. So that is the entire spread of Tithis. So we begin with 1st of June, Shukla Paksh Shashti. Okay, as we move forward, 11th of June, we reach to Purnima. And 12th of June, Ashadh begins, Ashadh Pratipada. 13th of June, Ashadh Dvitiya. Jagannath Rath Yatra takes place on Ashadh Dvitiya. So 13th of June, are we saying Jagannath Rath Yatra is beginning? No. Why so? We'll get to know the reason very soon. Let us move forward. 21st of June is International Yoga Day. Why? Because that is the day when we have summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. And United Nations, considering the universal appeal of that day, thought, okay, let us 21st of June be fixed as the International Yoga Day. It is the longest day of the season in Northern Hemisphere. Let's move forward. We reach to 25th of June, that is Amavasya. 26th of June, again Ashadh beginning, a different Ashadh with Pratipada. And 27th of June, it is Ashadh Dvitiya. And that Ashadh Dvitiya is the day when the Jagannath Yatra will take place. Why it didn't take place on 13th of June, which too was Ashadh Dvitiya? And why do we have two Ashadh? Because the first Ashadh Dvitiya, which takes place on 13th of June, that took place after Purnima. 11th of June was Purnima, full moon. So that Ashadh basically was based on Purnimant calendar. Purnima plus Ant. After ending of Purnima, after ending of full moon. Okay, that is Purnimant. And this 27th of Ashadh, which is happening after Amavasya on 25th. Amavasya means new moon, when there is absolutely no moon. That is Amanta calendar. Amanta plus Amavasya plus Ant, ending of Amavasya, after new moon. That Amanta calendar is being used for most of the purposes. Okay, that is the reason when we get into Ashadh month, as per the Amanta calendar, okay, then Dvitiya, which is falling on 27th of June, that is the day when Jagannath Yatra will take place. What a fabulous month, right? Let us move forward and look at the planetary positions so that we can appreciate the impact planets are going to carry to our individual horoscopes. Okay, the Sun will be moving from Taurus to Gemini in the month of June. 15 days it will be in Taurus and 15 days it will be in Gemini. Moon will move from Cancer to Leo. Mars will move from Cancer to Leo, just like Moon. But Moon will take the entire cycle of the zodiac, touches back Cancer again and then goes to Leo. Whereas Mars, 6 days it will be in Cancer and then remaining it will be in Leo. Then we have Mercury, it will move from Taurus to Cancer. 11 days in Taurus, 11 days in Gemini and 8 days in Cancer. Well, it had been in Taurus 8 days in May as well, right? So it is not only 11 days, so total 19 days. Does that mean, or does that give you an idea that how fast Mercury is going to progress from the sign of Gemini? Only 11 days. Does that give you a clue? So people who are lauded by Mercury, Lagna, Gemini and Virgo, you can imagine how fast Jupiter is going to move from your Lagna. Will that impact you? Absolutely. You will see things are moving very, very fast for you. Yeah? Okay. After Mercury, we have Jupiter. Jupiter will be in the sign of Gemini throughout the month of June. And then we have Venus. It will change sign from Aries to Taurus. But 29 days Venus will be in Aries and only on 30th of June, it will move to Taurus for 1 day in this month of June. Then we have Saturn. It will be in the sign of Pisces throughout the month of June. Rahu will be in the sign of Aquarius throughout the month of June. And Ketu will be in the sign of Leo throughout the month of June. Now, how do I categorize this? I mean, that was just plain sign movement. Well, 3 categories I'll make for us to understand and appreciate. The first category, planets which will be in one sign throughout the month of June. And which are those? Those are Rahu, Ketu, Saturn and Jupiter. Is there any distinguish between or among these 4 planets? Yes, there is. First, Rahu, Ketu will not only be in the same sign throughout the month of June, they will also be in the same nakshatra. And not only in same nakshatra, but also in the same pad. So Rahu will be in the nakshatra of Jupiter, Purvabhadrapada, throughout the month of June. Throughout. And third pada, Kama pada. When Rahu goes to the Kama pada, pada also tells different things, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Basis that, you can also make some analysis. Alright, I'll not go further into this because otherwise it will take long time. So it will be in the same nakshatra and same pada. Likewise, Ketu will be in the same sign Leo, same nakshatra, Uttar Falguni of Sun and same pada, first pada of Dharma, throughout. So when Rahu and Ketu will be in the same sign, same nakshatra and same pada, won't it be rather easier for our mind to comprehend the impact these planets are going to carry to us? They're not moving that fast. They are at stable, one place. Impact can be good or not so good, but it will be easy for mind to comprehend. Now, the third planet in this category I put was Saturn. Saturn will be in the same sign we know, Gemini. It will be in the same nakshatra we know, Uttar Bhadrapada of Saturn, same Saturn, when Saturn nakshatra, but it is moving pada. It is going from first pada to second pada. Now, that's a fantastic thing to know. It is moving from Dharma pada to Artha pada. Saturn is a significator of work. And when Saturn is moving from Dharma to Artha pada, it means things which were stuck. From work perspective, we are not able to earn that we are not able to reach out to that conversion of our efforts that can now materialize because it is going to Artha pada. And also because it is only changing pada, but it is in the same sign and same nakshatra, it will be rather easy for mind to comprehend. Not like Rahu and Ketu, because those were in the same pada also, but still to some extent it will be easier. Now the fourth planet in this category was Jupiter. Jupiter will be in the same sign, Gemini, but it is changing nakshatra. It is moving from Mrigashira to Ardra nakshatra, going from Mars to Rahu nakshatra. For 17 days, it will be in Rahu's nakshatra, the later half of June, right? And Jupiter is in Rahu nakshatra, moving from Mars. It will completely change its color. Moving from Mars to Rahu, a lot of things will happen, a lot of change will happen. But because it will be the same sign, but not in same nakshatra and same pada, it it will be easy for mind to comprehend, but not that easy, the results of Jupiter. Okay. Now the second category is for planets who are changing one sign. And there are 3 planets: Sun, Mars and Venus. Okay. Sun is changing sign from Taurus to Gemini, and it is moving 3 nakshatra. Okay. So it will move from Rohini, lorded by Moon, to Mrigashira to Ardra. And Venus is changing sign from Aries to Taurus, right? 29 days in Aries, but it is moving 3 nakshatras. Okay. Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika. Just like Sun, 2 signs and 3 nakshatra. Now Mars is changing sign from Cancer to Leo. Okay. And it is changing 2 nakshatra, unlike Sun and Venus who are changing 3 nakshatra. So comparatively, it will be rather easier for mind to comprehend the results of Mars, right? Comparatively. But because these are changing signs, it is not that easy at a broader level. So Mars is changing from Cancer to Leo, as in moving from Ashlesha of Jupiter or Ashlesha of Mercury to Magha of Ketu nakshatra. Okay. Now the third category, always Mercury and Moon, who move a lot of signs and a lot of nakshatras. So Mercury is moving from Taurus to Cancer, 3 signs, and changing 5 nakshatras. So 3 nakshatra which was covered by Sun, Rohini, Mrigashira, Ardra, and Punarvasu, Pushya also. And whereas Moon, it is moving from Cancer to Leo, but changing all the nakshatra. I mean, just amazing. Yeah. So that's how. It will be not easy for mind to comprehend the results of Moon and Mercury that easily, because a lot of movements are happening. Okay. Okay. Now, very interesting thing I'll tell you. Okay. So there are a couple of important takeaways which we must know and understand before we move forward. The first, how do I look at this transit? You see, Jupiter will, when it changes nakshatra, it goes to the nakshatra of Rahu. Okay, Ardra nakshatra. Now, 17 days. And Rahu is throughout the month is in the nakshatra of Jupiter. They're changing mutual nakshatras. When such thing happen, the energies actually converge and the impact is really strong. So wherever we have impact of Jupiter and Rahu, they are in each other's nakshatra. Things are going to impact really strong. Keep that in mind. Okay. The second thing I want to tell you is that this month, June transit is very, very special and unique in its own way. See, all the planets are in the vicinity of Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is in Aquarius, right? And then if you keep moving forward, Venus will be in Aries to Taurus, Sun will be in Taurus to Gemini, Mercury again Taurus to Gemini, and Taurus to Cancer, and then Jupiter in Gemini, and I covered Venus, and then Mars in Cancer, moving to Leo. Leo we have Ketu. Moon will keep revolving, but beginning of the month, it will be within the vicinity because it is in Cancer, which is within the vicinity of Rahu and Ketu. Towards the end of the month, it will be in Leo, but again the degree will be lower than the degree of Ketu. Ketu will be in 29 degrees and it will be in the vicinity. Throughout the month, we have this Kal Sarpa Yoga. Is it Kal Sarpa or some other name? Kal Amrit? That we'll see when we talk about different ascendant, because it is going to impact a lot of ascendants in a very peculiar ways and where we'll definitely need remedies. Okay. Now the next thing, Mercury will be combust. It always gets combust more often than it comes closer to Sun. And as you know that Mercury and Sun both will begin the journey in basically beginning June, it will be in Taurus. So first 11 days, 1st of June till 11th of June, Mercury will be combust and is going to impact a lot of ascendants in its own unique way, which I'll cover when I talk about ascendant. Next thing is Jupiter will also be combust because Jupiter is in Gemini and Sun is moving from Taurus to Gemini, right? So from 20th of June till 30th of June, Jupiter will be, or basically 10th of June till 30th of June, for 20 days, Jupiter will be combust. And it will also impact a lot of lagna, specifically the lagna lorded by Jupiter, which is Sagittarius and Pisces. Okay. Now, one of the most critical things, though I talk about the supporting dates, basis your moon nakshatra, towards the end of the video. I'll talk about supporting dates and not so supporting dates, avoidable dates. But let me tell you one secret right away. People who are watching this video, kindly make a note of these dates, because in the month of June, some unique combinations are happening, and because of which there are 2-3 days which are to be avoided at any cost. So when I'm going to tell you few dates, if you are going to take any major decision during these days, please avoid, if possible. If it is absolutely impossible, pray and then take the shot. If it is possible to avoid, kindly do not take any important decision. Absolutely avoid these dates. For example, let's say if you intend to go for C-section, birth of your baby. Now, in the case of C-section, sometime if it is not complicated, we have the liberty to decide the date. Doctor sometimes asks you, okay, tell me the date when you're available, etc. If things are normal, there's no medical problems, then avoid these dates. If you're going for a surgery, it is not critical, avoid these dates, right? If you're going to have a discussion with your supervisor, or if you're going to submit a tender, which is not critical to be submitted only on those dates, avoid. I think you got the idea. So I've divided this basis the geographical split of the world so that you have absolutely ease in understanding and no confusion at all. Because you may be watching the video from the USA, from the Europe, or from the Asia Pacific, you must have absolute clarity. Okay. So my friends who are based out of India and Asia Pacific countries like Australia, Singapore, Thailand, Philippines, China, Russia, all the Asia Pacific, kindly avoid the dates of 19th of June and 20th of June. Absolutely. Okay. So my friends who are in North America or South America, ranging from USA, Canada, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, that area, please avoid 18th of June, 19th of June, and first half of 20th of June. Okay. And my friends who are in Europe, London, Germany, all that area, kindly avoid second half of 18th of June, 19th of June, 20th of June. Now quickly, let us look at June transit vis-a-vis the previous month transit, just to see, are there any planet which was in the same sign in the month of May? If yes, then a lot of results will coincide, and we should know that. So Saturn was in Gemini throughout the month of May, and in Gemini in the month of June, same sign. Sun, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, 4 planets were in the same sign for half of the month in May and half of the month in June, same sign. Sun was in Taurus for half of the month in June, Gemini. Jupiter transited from Taurus to Gemini on 14th of May. In Gemini, same sign, half of the month. Rahu and Ketu moved on 19th of May, broadly 11 days, same sign, broadly half of the month. And Mars, 6 months, 6 days, same sign. Okay, Cancer in May, 6 days Cancer in June. And Mercury, 8 days in Taurus in June. It was in Taurus in May as well. So you see, Saturn full month, Sun, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu half of the month. Mars 6 days, Mercury 8 days. Only Venus is the planet which was not in same sign in May. But 8 other planets were in the same sign for either from 6 days to the full month. So you can imagine that the transit result, when we speak for each month, a lot of things will coincide. Right? And you keep that aspect always in mind, because things change with dasha, which takes some time, with planetary movements, which takes some time. So a lot of things coincide, and some things get added basis the planetary change in nakshatra or sign or other combinations, like Kalsarpa Yoga in this month or Kalamrita Yoga. Okay. So with this kind of understanding, let us now get into the ascendants. Okay. Let me start with Aries ascendant. Okay. So for my Aries ascendant friends, I'll start with delightful thing. The first delightful thing, which is applicable for the second half of the month, is that you are going to be regarded. Is it a very simple thing? Well, people may regard you for a lot of things, for wealth, for your knowledge, but it is unique for you in this case. They'll be regarding you for your words. So when you say something, you will deliver on your words, on your commitment. And that is the ultimate feeling. When you deliver on what you committed, and then people say, okay, this man, this woman is great. Whatever he or she commits, he or she will deliver. That's the thing is going to happen with you. Okay. That is one delightful thing. Second delightful thing. Well, that second one will be applicable for the first half of June. Well, you will feel that somehow you're feeling very, very courageous. Given an opportunity, you will not shy away to take some sort of leadership role, be it in your organization or in your community. So you'll not shy away. Rather, you will move forward and ask for that kind of position or portfolio. So that is going to happen with you in the month of first half of June. The third delightful thing. This month will ensure that you will keep traveling. lot of things will come up which will require you to travel, not only in your nearby place, but to far off places as well, right? Specifically towards the mid of the month, that period is very, very tricky for you to travel, So that is a delightful thing. The next delightful thing. Well, in terms of finances, I see the combination which promises that you are going to get a lot of income. So that flow of income will not stop. And there can be a situation when you will experience some sudden inflow of income is also coming your way. So from finance perspective, thumbs up. The month of June is not going to disappoint you. Rather, it will be with you. The other delightful thing, that when it comes to the competition or dealing with your competitors, or so to say, extreme word if I use enemies, you will have an upper edge. And that is a great thing. While you have the other benefits coming your way, having this thing is also in your radar is amazing. Yeah? Okay. Next delightful thing. There's so many, my friend. Okay. And this delightful is basically being carried forward from last month. Okay. So you will look forward to spending big on maybe your properties, or if you already have bought a property, you like to spend on furnishing of your house. You'll spend a lot. You like to spend a lot, and that is a good thing. Beautification, all these things. The next delightful thing. The month of June, just like the month of May, will ensure that your talent come to the fore. Sometimes we all have different talents, but sometimes time is such that we are not able to utilize the talent to our potential. But the month of May was such which didn't disappoint you, and moving forward, the month of June also will not disappoint you. And when you will exhibit your talent to the community, outside world, to the office, workplace, that will be appreciated. And that's how you will be able to earn more and more money. Okay. The next delightful thing, continuing from the previous month, you will continue to be a charming person. You like it? Good. So that's a great thing happening with you also in the month of June. And people will make a note of you. I mean, it is not possible that people will ignore you or avoid you. You will be like a charming person. All right. Now, first caution. The first caution is in the field of education. Now, while all the goody things are happening around you, maybe your education can take a backseat. Or sometimes it happens, when I cover education from Jyotish perspective, I have two line of thoughts. First is, when we spend our effort in learning or gaining knowledge of something. And second aspect is always linked is digestion of that knowledge, and it becomes learning. So in both the phases, in both the facets, first you will have challenges in getting the knowledge of something, right? Because of the paucity of time or whatever. And second, even if you spend some time in your education, that digestion will not be that easy to come. So what is the benefit of knowing this or having the visibility that now make education as one of your priority areas and spend more time towards it? As simple as that. That is the caution. Now, pain area, which will be always in your mind, 24/7 thought. That pain area is in the sphere of your marital life. People who are not married, in your relationship aspect, with your living partner, with your partner, that thing will actually bother you. You may also make plan to travel to far off places with your partner. Sometime it may not materialize. Even if it gets materialized, your interaction will not be that great with your partner. You'll not have a good feeling. Those kind of thoughts will keep on bothering you throughout this month of June. That will be your pain area. Now, caution. Caution in the month of June. Sometime, as I mentioned, that you will have an upper edge from your competitors and enemies, or you may not feel great with your partner, so to say. You may get into that kind of mode where you feel like taking even with your competitors, with your partner. That kind of feeling may hit your mind. Let's be even. Try to avoid if possible. It will not do good to anybody, not to you, not to the other person, because you understand that. That is a caution. Now, the other caution, it is very, very strong, very, very strong. Your inclination will be to get into a physical proximity with an opposite sex person. It is very, very strong. Now, this thing is happening with Aries people from the last couple of months, from March, April, since I have put in my video of Saturn transits and Rahu Ketu transits. Some of the combinations are such, it is still continued with you. And I also mentioned in different videos that while these things can also bring a lot of other vacuum in your mind, vacuum. But I'll not get into detail, but yes, this is a caution because you may be very, very tempted to get into physical proximity with somebody. Yeah. The other caution, which is also linked to this, and that will be applicable for the first half of the month, and that is linked to the previous one. Your mind will be more into these lustful activities in the first half of the month, specifically. So you keep a check on that, okay, that mindset. Where will be your focus in the month of June, my Aries friend? Your focus will be basically at your home front. Maybe you like to beautify your home. You like to ensure that people who are at your home, they have a comfortable life, right? Or you like to spend more time towards your family members, right? The family is more in the second house, but I'm talking about the home. But still, that home and people associated with the home will draw your energy. And your focus will be towards that side, definitely. Yeah. And okay, the other focus, this focus on home will be more prominent in the first half of the month, right? But in the second half of the month, your focus will slightly modify or will shift from your home to your individuality. You like to find out ways to improve yourself by gaining more knowledge, because when you realize that your education and learning is taking a backseat, you'll be a bit more conscious. You'll try to put more focus on that area, right? So that will be taking place in second half of the month. Okay. Any caution? Well, one great caution, one big caution for you, that you need to take care of your genitals or the external reproductive organs from medical perspective, right? And so when you get into a relationship also, just ensure that you are doing it safely. You're not taking any wild thoughts into action. Just take care of that body part of yourself, okay? Just ensure you have proper hygiene and safety around it, okay? The next caution for you is that you have to take care of your father. Now, this is being continued from the last month. Spend some time with your father, take care of him. And anyways, your focus is on your home. Maybe it may be because of your father or his health, or because he needs some time with you. He is retired, or he needs some help in the office or work area. So maybe you need to prioritize and spend some time with your father and just make him feel comfortable. What will be your deep desire in the month of April? Well, your desire will be towards, again, it is also linked to your home, where your focus is, but more towards making the life of your kids better, right? And if you don't have kids, then maybe you can also look for kids who are at different places. Maybe you can go for your CSR drive. And this is also being continued from the last month, right? And you can look for CSR activities if you're part of some organization, or you can go to some other places where you can actually help kids, make them feel happy, bring smile to their faces. So that will be your desire. And when I'm saying desire, maybe you're not able to devote time to it, and that's why it is still a desire, not been fructified into actions. That you have to think through. All right. And caution, second half of the month, all those people who are going to be parent, right? Second half of the month, for the first time, this is specific to people who are going to be parent for the first time. Kindly take proper medical care. And in the intro portion, I did tell you the few dates which are to be avoided across different, I covered Asia Pacific, North America, South America, and Europe specifically. Please listen to that and avoid those dates also. Yeah. Okay. My recommendation. Well, for people who are into business, you have such combination in place where you like to expand your business. You can continue to invest. That combination is still there, but you have to be patient. Things are not going to blow out of the park suddenly. It will take some time. You have to wait for the time, but you can continue to invest. It will pay off at a later date. Okay. Who will be your support system in the month of June? Well, your guru, your teachers are going to be a support system. So when you feel a bit low, you know whom to reach out to. Yeah. And I'll cover the supporting dates and avoidable dates toward the end of the video. Use the timestamp and make best possible use of that information. That was for the ascendant Aries. Let me start with Taurus ascendant, my Taurus friend. So delightful thing. Well, my friend, June is the month where you will experience all the great luxuries of life. That's a great thing to know, right? We all like to experience and enjoy such luxuries of life, and June is not going to disappoint you. The other delightful thing, and that is specifically for the women Taurus ascendant, okay? All the female, please pay attention that it is a great time for you to start your own venture, own business. Now, if you're looking forward to start something or even if already started, then it is a time to grow. If you like to start your YouTube channel, thumbs up. If you like to start your individual, gemstone kind of business, go for it. If you like to start your flowers, all these activities, which are linked to metal, flowers, gemstone, or YouTube, all this kind of activity. Then, or even if I go one step forward, if you like to get into some restaurant, food, clothing, all these areas also, it is the time for you. If you have not yet started even thinking through, just go for it. Start it. It will benefit you. Okay. Now, the next delightful thing that's being carried forward from last month, and that is very good Raj Yoga combination happening for you, right? And when I say this Raj Yoga combination is also linked to this is going to get you success and wealth, first of all. And this is also have a relationship with the stock market, the gambling, right? So again, a disclaimer, make all the shots with your own accountability, okay? All right. The next delightful thing, well, month of June, when I talk about the finances, though I also gave you a hint of Raj Yoga, but this month, from different planetary combination aspect, is activating such thing which will ensure that you have some financial gain coming your way. But the catch is, it will not be easy because Saturn is also playing a part in this. And when Saturn plays a part, right, Saturn is in your 11th house, you can also imagine, when Saturn plays a part, then you need to ensure that you put in all the hard work and you are transparent. The moment you are away from these two basic parameters, then Saturn will not be with you. And Saturn blessings is very important, as I covered in my Jupiter and Saturn double transit. When you actually would like to fructify something to the hilt, then that blessing of Saturn is also important. Okay. Now, the other delightful thing, and that is very, very interesting, right? I did mention that Raj Yoga is the money will be your friend. How? Why? Because there has to be some reason. Is it coming because of your knowledge? What is the driving factor? The driving factor for you in the month of June will be your expertise, your skills. Now, skill can be internally driven by knowledge. I'm not denying that. But eventually, what is being manifested will be your skills, the way you deliver your activity, the way you deliver, the way you your skill can be in any domain. If you are in marketing, the way you are able to market your product and services. If you are a businessman, the way you understand the dynamics of the industry and then take forward with your own strategy. So your skill can be in any plethora of activity. Okay. The other delightful thing from a Taurus friend, and that's the great thing, which was lacking in Aries, now it is coming your way, right? You will have a great time in education. And I'm very happy because education is something which not only will enhance your skill, but also will give you a broader perspective. And education is great. So when time comes and when the time favors any ascendant in terms of education, knowledge, learning, it gives me great delight. Okay. So fantastic. And not only with your own individual education, you'll also spend time with your own kids or kids around you and then help them in the area of education. Take interest in their careers, educate them, motivate them. It's a great feeling, delightful thing. Now, caution. With all such goody things coming your way, you have realized that some Raj Yoga is activating, money is coming your way, but caution. Money is such thing, it can really change the dynamics very quickly. Okay, and that may happen with you. With money in your pocket or in card nowadays, you may like to spend on some vices, could be alcohol or some other substances, So just keep that aspect in mind as well. I'm giving you caution. So you need to ensure that it shouldn't happen that one, you're spoiling your money, ruining your money, and also you're spoiling your health. Just keep that in mind. Well, the other delightful thing, you'll feel, with the blessing of the king of the horoscope, the sun, that you have that kind of courage, that power. When sun gives you that kind of courage, then you get that kind of confidence that I can deal with anybody and everybody. You are going to experience that kind of feeling. And that feeling will come specifically in the second half of the month. Okay. When sun is going to move from Taurus to Gemini. Okay. My recommendation for you is, one, when you are feeling slightly low and when you feel the need, it will be a good month for you to visit the doctors and also visit the astrologers, discuss with them. If you feel the need, it will actually help your individual horoscope in different ways. When we have to pay certain debt to somebody, sometimes have you realized, when I was a kid, in my family, somebody used to get sick and they used to visit some doctor at some point in time. And the moment they visited doctor and came back after paying the fee of the doctor and brought medicine, the person used to be fit, even with the first dose. So was it the first dose which actually helped the person, or was the person paid the debt? So these things actually matter. So you need to pay a certain debt. Whenever you are done with your debt, things will be in your way. I can only give you some hint. Okay. Then the other delightful thing which will be for the first half, that you will put an effort to make some good relationship and equation with your partner. Your effort will be genuine effort. And I appreciate and respect that. First half of the month. That is key to understand. Caution. Second half of the month. There can be possibility that you can get into a relationship specifically at your workplace. Why is it happening? Because you put in your dedicated effort to balance out things with your partner, didn't work out. The partner didn't reciprocate the way you wanted that. Or could be the other reason. Second half of the month, there can be a possibility you can get into that extramarital relationship or normal relationship if you're not married. Yeah. And the purpose of the relationship will it be a serious one? No. The purpose will be to derive pure pleasure, purely platonic relationship. Okay. And how it can happen. Because if you get to understand how this can happen, it can also help you. You will exhibit yourself at your workplace in a very, very explicit way. Absolutely provocative and explicit way. People, the moment, if you like somebody they should make a note of you, it will be very easy for you to do that because you will present yourself in a very explicit way. Everybody will take note of that. And it will be easy for you to draw attention and to get attention of other. And that's how that can initiate spark. Okay. And an insight for you, an insight which you will definitely like. The month of June, your partner, married or not married, doesn't matter. Your partner will be in your influence. Now, getting to the same equation of frequency is a different thing. But whatever you say or expect the person to do, explicitly, the partner will be in your influence and control. You like it? Okay. Pain area. The thing which will be in your mind, which will bother you, basically. Well, the pain area is something which we are not able to achieve or which will bother us, basically. That is coming in the area of your connection, network. You are looking forward to get some guidance from somebody, from a spiritual teacher, right? Or some master. That is not happening. Because this platonic relationship for pleasure, for momentarily pleasure, this is not you actually desire, not want. So something which bothers you 24/7, oh, this is not I want. Maybe there's somebody, some guidance come my way. That will be your pain area, right? Okay. And the other delightful thing, I'm very pleased that you will be very helpful to your father. You'll spend time with your father. If you're away from your father, you'll speak to your father, and make your father comfortable. That is a great thing again. Okay. Where will be your focus? It is not going to be consistent throughout the month of June. For the first half of June, your focus will be on your relationship. As I mentioned earlier, you will put all possible effort so that your relationship and equation with your partner is great. That will be your focus area. And second half of the month will be, your focus will completely go into a relationship for pleasure. Not with your partner, but for pleasure. You understand, right? Now, what will be your deep desire in the month of June? Well, your desire will be, you actually like to take the status of your home to the next level. You want to enhance the equity of your home and your family. It is not directly associated with any specific activity. You want to highlight, yes, this is a family, this is a home which exists in this street, in this society, in this city, in this country, in the world. That is the kind of desire you carry for your home. Okay. It could be related to your kids, that they get a good admission in some good college, they get a good job, good placement, they get admission to a good university, so that you can show it to the world. See, this is my kid, this is my family, this is our family. Got the idea? Okay. Caution. There can be some situation when you will think, when you may be a bit self-centric, when you look at the behavior of people around you, you can get into the self-centric zone and can think of being even with others. I'm just giving you caution. There's no fun in being even. It doesn't help anybody. The other caution, you need to take care of your stomach related body ailments. Workout is the key. Workout involving your stomach. Could be some yogas, could be some other activities, you have to do that. The other caution, which is carrying forward from last month and which will be continuing till June as well, you need to take care of your teeth. Kindly brush your teeth twice a day. Otherwise, you'll be sitting for implant, RCT. Not easy, not a good experience, right? Brushing your teeth twice a day can do away with all these things. Big way. Yeah. My recommendation. And this recommendation I have been giving to you from May also, that this is your time when you can experience a lot of things related to your work, right? If you like to move job, change job, if opportunity is coming your way, rest assured, this opportunity will be good opportunity for you. You can actually experience the change. If you want to change your career path completely, good time to experience now. If you want to expand your business, good time to do now. And I also indicated specific business for female natives, right? So this is a good month. Go full throttle, right? Experience. Okay. Who will be a support system in the month of June? For my Taurus friends, all the spiritual people and astrologers, they will be your support system. Make best possible use of them when you feel the need. Okay. So my friend, supporting days, I'll definitely talk about these days. Supporting and avoidable day towards the end of the video. Use timestamp and go towards that. That was about Taurus ascendant. Moving forward to Gemini ascendant. So my friend, the delightful thing, it's a great thing, because the delightful thing, this is one of the best. Your outlook will be spiritual. You'll have so much of space in your heart for God. What does it mean? That you will spend time for the devotion. You'll spend time for the prayers. That is the great thing. I mean, the best thing we can do is to think God. And that is going to happen with you in the month of June. Fantastic to begin with. The other delightful thing, you'll feel that your attitude will not be that attached with the luxuries of life. I'm not saying those are bad. I'm just sharing without being judgmental that you are going to feel that no, these are not the great thing. I want to spend time more into spiritual pursuits. That will be your mindset in the month of June. Okay, and that's the delightful thing for sure. The other delightful thing, and I'm very happy again, because when your thought is like that, obviously the learning, the education will be your friend. Without saying, still I'll be explicit so that you have no doubt at all. So students, people who are working, wherever you are, in the sphere of education and learning, this is the month you can make best possible use. Okay? Now, the next delightful thing, which is continued from the last month. In May also you felt this way. In June also you will feel, when you're relaxed, when you're feeling contented, you like to do some poetry, you like to tread that path, read some poetry, listen to some nice songs. That mindset will be there for you also. So your inner talent will come to the fore. People will get to see your hidden talent as well in the month of June, if I put it that way. Okay, the next delightful thing, and that is also carried forward from May, that the courage will be with you. And also when you are worshipping Almighty, automatically you feel very confident. And then the planetary combination also support you that you have that courage. You can assume all the leadership positions at your workplace, in your community, wherever you live. If you are at home, you are discussing some big project, you will not shy away to take risk. You will feel like very confident. And that is a great thing to have. Okay. The next delightful thing. And I briefly talked about knowledge and learning, right? And there are a lot of other combination which are actually supporting this initiative. And this support is helping you to such an extent. If you like to write some books, you can do that. And people are going to recognize those books. People who are in, book writing, publication industry, great time. If you have been thinking about so far, should I go forward and write the book or not, get this published or not, try it out. You will get a lot of publishers in the month of June. People who would have said no earlier will say yes now. Try it out. And what kind of book you will like to read, and basically you can actually write. Those could be more so. It could be in any genre, but more so in fictional aspect. Some romantic, some love aspect, some suspense, thriller, fictional. That kind of area will definitely support you. Yeah. Okay. And the other delightful thing, you are going to experience that you're traveling to places. And I'm calling it out specifically because sometimes we travel, but we don't feel happy about it. But in your case, the month of June will not disappoint you. You will get a lot of opportunities to travel and also feel happy about the travel. The experience of travel will be good. Okay, I did talk about it earlier, but I am now going to talk in a slightly different way. How will be your outlook in the month of June? I did mention it would be more of spiritual outlook, but you'll also get the confidence that you'll feel I can do a lot of things at one go. That confidence will come. Your outlook will be like, I can do multitasking. I can do 10 different activities. You'll have that kind of confidence. So June is a month to watch out for. Caution. Your relationship with your family members will be tested. Well, is it because of multitasking? When you're occupied or preoccupied, so to say, in 10 different activities, sometimes it happens that we tend to spend less time with our family members. It is not about any enmity or some clash or conflict at mental level. Just by spending some time with them consciously, make things better. So my recommendation, good. You have capability, you have confidence, you have courage, you can do multitasking, good. Also, prioritize some time to spend with your family members so that testing, you come out of the testing water in a nice way and don't get dirty in that water. Okay. The other delightful thing, you will feel that you are acting street smart in the month of June. I'm not talking about that pious intelligence here. So in this Kali Yuga, when somebody behaves with you in a specific way, you need to be street smart to reciprocate sometime or to defend yourself, right? So even to defend yourself, you need to have that kind of spark in your intelligence, which people call street smartness, and you will have that in the month of June. The other delightful thing, and that's very, very interesting. I'm coming to finance. Now, will you have finance? Yes, you will have the support of finance. Income will be coming your way in a different way. The first half of the month, you will have the prosperity through your efforts. You will have to put in a lot of efforts, right? Keep that in mind. Second half of the month, we know that second half of the month, Jupiter is combust. Jupiter will be in Rahu Nakshatra. A lot of other things are playing in this part. So you need to ensure, you need to be vigilant. Prosperity will be there. You had already put in the effort in the first half of the month. But now you need to be vigilant that nobody plays tricks with you. Very, very important. You cannot take things for granted. You cannot trust on others blindfolded, right? When you're signing some documents, read the document, review the document thoroughly. Take some time, don't hurry. And remember, in the intro portion, I did mention a couple of dates which have to be avoided at any cost. Unless it is absolutely imperative for you to you can't avoid, then do prayers and go for it, but avoid those dates. So this is very, very important. All right. Now, the other delightful things. When I mention education, It's a good time for you to educate yourself. Also, it is a good time for to take part in your kids' education, their learning. That is a great time. Now, challenge is how much time you can spend. The combinations are there, the blessing is there. But if you will not have time to sit with them, then the testing will begin with your family member. You understand? They are expecting something from you. You have the talent, you have the skill, but still if you're not utilizing that skill for your own kids, things will not be good, yeah? Okay. What will be your desire in the month of June? See, with all the things happening your way, still you are feeling some vacuum in your mind. So your desire could be you want to be with somebody special. That special could be your spouse. Maybe spouse, you're away from your spouse because of your work priorities. If you're not married, if you are even married, maybe you're not able to spend time with your spouse. If you're not married, your partner, living partner, or somebody you like, you're not able to propose to that person. That will be your deep desire. Caution. Well, this your desire, you're feeling vacuum, you want to be with somebody. So your caution, your want, Rahul plays part that your desire and want can get translated into physical proximity. You like to be physical close to somebody who may not be your spouse or who is your partner, may not be your partner with somebody. That is my caution. Okay. Again, moving back to delightful thing. Well, you will get a lot of opportunities to travel and do a lot of research. If you are in work, research to understand your business dynamics. If you are in education, maybe you are a student, then you will do research to understand, upgrade yourself as a student. You'll get a lot of opportunities to research. And this research will not be limited to your native or local place. You can also get opportunities to travel and then do this research and come back, right? So these things will be there. And this is a great, delightful thing. And I'm very pleased to see that because this knowledge is supporting you, that learning will be digested and then you'll be able to apply this learning and exhibit your knowledge, right? And then you'll get appreciation in return also. It will be recognized by people. Your focus in the month of June, well, I'll divide focus in two parts. First half of June, your focus basically, you like to spend time with your friends, like to have some private moments with your friends. You understand private moment? So you like to actually be cozy with your friends. Some like to go out with them, long travel, weekend travel or so, just you and your friend, that kind of thing you will experience. Focus in the first half of the month. Second half of the month, the focus will take shift. And then you will experience, learning is my friend. I need to make the best possible use of this time for myself and for my family. Your focus will shift to learning and upgrading yourself and upgrading your family members, specifically your kids, when it comes to learning. Okay. Recommendation. I did hint about this recommendation last month also. So now you have already built the foundation. Okay. This is still the time for you to build and rebuild your foundation. If you are in job, not the best of the time to leave job or change job, right? If you're in business, build the foundation, rebuild the foundation, but expansion may take its own sweet time. You have to have some patience. June month is that way I've explained you so many things in different perspective, but as far as it's about giving you more opportunities or giving you some opportunities in job area, business area, you have to wait for some time. Okay, that's my recommendation. Not the best of the time to change. Any pain area? Well, pain area is basically you like to settle down. Your work is your biggest pain area, will be your biggest pain area in June. And when I'm covering work, I'm covering two things. Your work as such at your workplace, also your relationship also at workplace. So that will also be your area, which you like to fix. Okay, with different people, in different perspective. All right. Now, moving forward, caution. So my caution to you will be to take care of your liver, right? Because that area of your body part can get impacted, liver, kidney. So I'll recommend you to have a lot of water, don't get dehydrated. And alcohol, people say that every time your liver filters alcohol, some part of liver dies. So liver definitely has an impact of alcohol. Alcohol has an impact of liver. Apologies. So keep that in mind. So just be more vigilant about it. Yeah. Caution. Another caution. Well, this is a real caution. You may experience that some people may hit at your partner. There can be possibilities. Some people may hit at your partner, and that can initiate spark. Maybe you're not able to invest so much of time. So be a bit more conscious. Spend some time. Ensure that your partner is happy with you, right? Otherwise, that thing can go out of control. And how can that initiate? It can be initiated through some learning aspect. Your partner may be involved in some learning pursuits, and from that, things can progress. So when you have that kind of visibility, it is better to just have an amicable relationship with your partner so that things don't go out of way. Yeah. My recommendation, as you know that this recommendation is very, very serious. It can also have a repercussion on your somebody else hitting at your partner. See, Mercury will be combust from 1st of June till 11th of June, and you are Gemini Lagna, lorded by Mercury. So it is definitely going to have an impact. When Mercury combust means it is close to Sun. Sun is kind of impacting Mercury. Mercury is about learning, and for you it is about your Lagna Lord, which have its say. It aspects your 7th house also when it is your Lagna Lord, right? Mercury will also be moving from Taurus to Gemini. For 11 days, will be in Gemini. And in my intro, I mentioned that it is covering Gemini very fast. In merely 11 days, it is covering one sign. Things are moving very, very fast. You will not even get to know things will happen. So you need to have some remedy. I'll talk about that combustion remedy and overall thing towards the end of the video, please. But do your prayers. Do your prayers regularly, right? Just to ensure things are in place. Who will be your support system? Well, you have two support systems in this month of June. First support system will be your father, right? Second support system, people who are not local to your area, people who are outsiders. They can also, not out of your family, they can also be helpful to you. So when you are feeling a bit low, you know whom to reach out to. Yeah. And I'll talk about supporting in avoidable dates toward the end of the video. Use timestamp and make best possible use of that. That was about Gemini ascendant. Let's start with Cancer ascendant. So my friend, the first delightful thing, and it is really delightful. This is a great time for you to start your own initiative. Whether you are a male or a female, doesn't matter, whoever you are. Because sometimes situations support a specific gender also. But this time is supporting all the Cancer ascendant native. If you have been waiting for the right time to start something, or you've started recently, are not very sure whether you should continue or not, give it a try. June is the month. And what kind of area you can target for? Let's say you wanted to go into some consultancy, some teaching, right? You are a YouTuber. Fantastic, go for it. So all these areas, so doesn't matter which area you are in, just go for it. Cancer ascendant friend, go for it. Utilize the month of June. Start your own initiative. Take it to the next level. Time is supporting you. Okay? Good wish. Best wishes to you. Now, second delightful thing. Education is your friend. It has been your friend in the past also, but month of June definitely going to support you in terms of education. All the students who are spending time in studying, you will be rewarded with good grades. People who are in work portfolio, service industry or business spectrum, your education will also be translated into learning, and you will be able to utilize that learning practically with practical applications. Okay, people who are putting effort in completing the executive programs or some higher studies, great time. Utilize the month of June. Study as much as you can. You will be rewarded later for sure. And the other delightful thing, which is also related to study, because with your knowledge in your back pocket, it will take you places. If you have been wanting to go abroad, maybe to some foreign university, or you are settled and still you like to travel, then with your learning, that will definitely help you to take you places. Okay. The other delightful thing. Now, this delightful thing is continued from the last month, that people will actually regard you as a prominent figure in whatever field you are. So they will feel, okay, in this spectrum, you are the man, you are the woman, kind of a leader you will feel, and they will treat you, they will consider you as a leader of your own territory. Yeah. The next delightful thing. Now, people are considering you as a leader. Why they are considering you that? What is the reason? Is it because of your wealth, your knowledge? No doubt, wealth and knowledge does play a part in kind of clouding people's perception, no doubt. But for you, it is the way you speak. The magic lies in your speaking capability. You are a speaker and you know that. See, Cancer Lagna is Jala, all about water element, Jala Tattva, right? Moon. So you know how to play with words. The words come from your mouth like flowy water, like the flowy river. And you know make the best possible use of that flow. So you know the trick and you will play the trick very well, right? The other delightful thing, and this too is being continued from last month, because you know how to play with words. Do I need to say more? You are good at words. Not only when it comes to speaking, but also when it comes to writing. So maybe doing poetry, reading such kind of stuff. So that thing will going to continue in the month of June. Okay. The next delightful thing, and this is a great thing which has been there with you from the last some time, and I'm very happy about it, that all these things which I mentioned so far will help you to get fame. Yes, fame will be with you in the month of June as well. And if that makes you happy, that's about it. So, and this fame, is it coming because of your poetry? No. Is it coming because of the way you kind of speak? That will be there for you to influence people. But actually, outwardly it may appear that it is coming because the way you speak and able to influence. But actually from internally, if you actually go deep, if you want to know the real reason, it is coming because of your knowledge. Because you're not the leader of your territory just for the sake of saying, because you have spent time in establishing, improving your mettle. It hasn't happened out of fluke. You have given years of your life to reach where you are, right? You have burned the midnight oil to take to your next phase of life, and that's what you deserve. Okay, that's why you will get fame. Okay, the next delightful thing. Well, I did mention that you have all the knowledge, etc. But this month of June, people will regard you as a scholar. So regarding you as a leader in your territory is one thing. Appreciating your knowledge is one thing. Getting persuaded by your speech is one thing. But regarding you as a scholar is different thing. They will actually consider you knowledgeable, but scholar. Scholar has a different connotation, because when you have a knowledge of different facets of life, you are a scholar, not necessarily in one specific area, but in different facets of life. Okay, and that will not come easily. If you want it to sustain and maintain, you have to put in a lot of effort and hard work. Then only it will be there. And this aspect will be specifically applicable for the first half of June. Okay. The other delightful thing. Now, this is amazing. See, if I talk about the wealth is definitely with you, right? But the icing on the cake is that your relationship with your supervisor will be great. That is a good thing. So, thumbs up. Because when you have all the other things, but your relationship with the supervisor is not that great, something will hit you. But you are going to experience a good time in that front as well. Wow. Caution. Well, you need to ensure that your spend is monitored. It shouldn't happen that you are spending a lot of money on alcohol, wining and dining. You have to take care of your spending habits. All right. Delightful thing. And this thing delights me really to the core. You like to get into astrology. I can say all the occult sciences, but astrology is at the epitome. So astrology is one such thing which will interest you. You like to listen to astrology, you like to know more about it. So great thing. This is good thing. Among education, astrology is the Vedanga. Great thing. Why not to know more about it and spend more time into it? The other delightful thing, a lot of delightful things for you, my friend. So, and this is also key. Your attitude, which was quite aggressive, if I may say, in the month of June, in the month of May, in June, you will feel, because you've realized, see, it is not, all the things can't be done by being merely aggressive. You cannot win the battle. You can win the momentarily war, but to win the battle, so to say, you cannot be that aggressive all the time. You have realized this. In the month of June, your attitude will be humble. Knowing how knowledgeable you will be, knowing how scholarly you will be, with all these goodies in your pockets, you will be humble. And that is the hallmark of a good human being. And that's how the month of June is going to treat you, my friend. Okay? The next thing, pain area. Well, this is very tricky. How do I kind of explain this? Not easy. So your thoughts will drift towards spirituality. So is it a pain area? The thing is, your thoughts will drift towards spirituality among all the things happening around you. In the past, I did mention a lot of things, and I mentioned in June also the same thing may continue. Among all those things continuing around you, your thoughts will drift towards spirituality, but you are not able to achieve what you want to achieve in that. You are not able to spend time consciously, and that will be your pain area. That why, knowing I should be there, why am I not able to tread my path in that direction? Why I get swayed in the other direction, which is completely opposite to it? These are the planetary movements, right? Your deep desire. Two things. One thing, you like to earn more. Money definitely motivates you. It gives you a kick. The other desire, you like to enhance your family's reputation. Okay? Focus. Focus will not be consistent for you, right? See, you are moon, high tide, low tide. It keeps on flipping. It keeps on taking sides. First half of the month, it will begin with seeking knowledge, because you've realized people are considering you a scholar, you are able to earn more, people are treating you good regards. Focus will be in that direction, definitely. Second half of the month, your focus will shift to earning more money. Then you'll see, okay, learning is one, how much I'm getting out of my learning, how much I'm making. Okay, caution. Now, I did mention this last month, it is still continued. People will hit at you. They will reach out to you for physical proximity, for getting into relationships. What kind of people will that be? They will have their own opinion, very opinionated people, right? They will reach out to you. And highly likelihood you will fall for them. You will choose, you'll pick your best bet. You have a lot of options to choose. You'll not have only one person. You will have options to choose from, and then you will fall for that. And you may not fall only for one person, you may fall for more than one also, because you have options. So that is a kind of month June may be. So just keep that thing in mind. I'm putting it as a caution, because it is not the best of the things in my opinion, but yeah, I'm not being judgmental. It is all about your preference and your liking. The other caution, well, that is quite peculiar, because you may feel there'll be heat in your head. Your head may get heated, and that heat will get translated to your thoughts, and that can percolate into your anger. You may feel angry at somebody for whatever reason. You may feel angry, and that may impact your mind and also your health, and also that anger can also have an impact on your hair. Your hair fall can also bother you in that phase. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, the other caution, you may have the tendency, you will feel, okay, this I deserve, this I deserve. You may feel that all the applause you deserve because you are the one driving the show. So you need to be a bit more balanced. I think you got it, okay. The other caution, you need to take care of your heart body area, your heart, your chest, your breast, your lungs, that kind of area. If you have been an asthmatic patient, kindly ensure to keep your inhaler with you in your bag handy. You may need it. So that kind of physical ailment you need to manage well. Okay. Now the beauty of Jyotish. How do you manage? What is the good time? So one indication I've given in my intro section where I've specifically earmarked some days which you have to absolutely avoid. Now I'm telling specifically to you that if you want to go to a doctor, second half of the month, keeping those days in mind, you have to avoid those days. But otherwise, second half of the month is suitable. That is the beauty of Jyotish, to visit doctor and get a remedy. Okay. Now, who will be your support system? For you, support system will be your teachers, your spiritual gurus, and astrologers. You liked their company a lot. And when you're not feeling happy, great, high in confidence, you know whom to reach out to. Okay. And I'll talk about the supporting days and avoidable days towards the end of the video. You can use timestamp and make the best possible use of that. This was for Cancer Ascendant. Shall we move to Leo Ascendant? So my friend, the first delightful thing for you is that you are going to get a lot of success in the month of June, right? Success will be your friend. And that success will not be merely success. It will come with a lot of fame also. So month of June is not going to disappoint you. And specifically first of the month, you will definitely going to experience this success and fame. Definitely, for sure. Now, next delightful thing. Well, and this is a great thing. When this thing happens, I feel very, very happy and pleased because learning will be your friend. See, first of all, you're Leo Lagna. Sun is your Lagna Lord, right? And Sun is all about nice, spiritual, religious knowledge, all that kind of learning things. And when Sun is rightly placed, then definitely along with other combinations, month of June, you will have good time in terms of learning, getting knowledge. And as I mentioned earlier at some of other places, that knowledge you have to look from two perspectives: ability to understand things and digest things, right? So in your case, you will have the blessings not only to get time to be able to understand things, but also to be able to digest the learning and then exhibit that learning by practical application of that and get recognition out of society. So this thing is going to happen with you. And not only this, the other delightful thing will be that people who are actually authors, who like to write some books, etc., great time. This is the great time for you to exhibit your talent to the society. Well, the other delightful thing, I spoke about knowledge and good time to knowledge, but I'm extremely pleased to share this is a great time for you to get Jyotish Vidya, astrology knowledge. While obviously astrology is part of the overall knowledge, which I mentioned earlier, but I want to be very specific because when we are listening or watching this Vedic astrology discourse, so to say, or commentary, then definitely it is good for you to know that this is a good time for you to get that astrology knowledge in the month of June. So if you are interested, you spend more time in getting knowledge. It will be digested, it will be retained, and you will be able to help people and make best possible use of this knowledge. Purpose will be good. You know, the thing is, when planetary support is there for astrology knowledge, and when you make use of that time, the way you use it will be right way. That is the best thing. That is a delightful thing. Okay, the next delightful thing. Well, when it comes to finances, I'm happy to see that fortune is going to favor you. When it comes to earning money, great thing. The other delightful thing. Well, you will get the support of children in all the activities, be it in terms of earning money, in terms of getting education. Maybe you'll spend time with children, get motivation from them, or in whatever way you have some doubt and they are able to resolve your doubt. It can happen anyway. You will get the support in meeting your purposes. All right. The next delightful thing, and that's the great thing, and that's been continued from last month. You will have that kind of uncanny power by which you will be able to understand the plotting against you made by your opponents, your competitors, your enemies. You will be able to understand what's in their mind, how they are scheming against you. That's a great knowledge. And you will experience that power with you in the month of June as well. Okay? The next delightful thing. Well, you will strive to be perfectionist. In what spectrum? When it comes to your friendship. So you will give your best and you will expect the similar kind of reciprocal. But why I'm calling it perfectionist? Is it good to be perfectionist in friendship? Well, that judgment is with you. But you will like to be really perfect. That if somebody is asking for it, some help, what is the definition of being a perfectionist? You know that. So you will strive to achieve that in your friendship sphere. Okay. The other delightful thing, you will be really smart how to deal with people. Because one hand, you are able to understand the plotting which they are doing against you before they're able to exhibit that, and you're ready for the defense and counterattack. So you will be really smart. Okay. Caution. There'll be something in terms of your relationship with your family members which you will have to experience, you'll have to settle with. So it will not be very easygoing. You will need to balance when it comes to relationship with your family members. You need to ensure that things are fine in that regard. The other delightful thing, well, people, I've spoken about education and all, but just to take one level ahead, people who are studying or at various junctures of life, this is definitely, because from a lot of combination, I'm getting this kind of favorable result. I'm kind of stressing on the importance again that June is a very good month in the area of education for you. Wherever you are, whatever juncture you are in, make the best possible use of this education thing. There can also be a situation that this education actually can take you abroad. Yes, the reason may be education, but it is taking you abroad to foreign universities or even for travel to present something. So this aspect is also there. Okay. Now, caution. There may be a situation where you are taking decisions really fast out of impulse, and that may not be in your favor. So in the month of June, you need to ensure that you don't make decision very, very fast. Think twice, think thrice, have a discussion with somebody. I'll talk about the support system. Have discussion with the support system and then make the decision so that it turns out to be in your favor. All right. Okay. What will be your deep desire in the month of June? Well, that's a great desire, and this is being continued from the last month. And you know why things are continued. I explained that in my intro portion. Well, you like to progress in meditation and spirituality, and that's a great desire to have, isn't it? I feel really great. This is one of the best desires to have. Wow. What will be your pain area? From physical health perspective, what could be your pain area? Well, that's very interesting. Your pain area specifically will be related to your thoughts. Though I'm calling it out physically, but it's your thoughts which will not keep your mind at rest. And that can be your pain area. And that's why your desire is towards spirituality, because the best possible way to settle your thoughts, settle your mind is by spirituality. It's all connected, isn't it? Okay. So focus. First half of June, your focus, very, very strong focus on your work area. You really want to stabilize your work, you want to make progress on your work. So work will take precedence among everything. Second half of the month, your focus will shift. It will shift towards making relationship stable. And you want to just get into a fling, an affair, no. You are looking forward to some long-term relationship goals. That's the great thing. That will have this focus in the second half of the month. Now my recommendation, my Leo friend, if you're looking forward to get married, this is the right time. Astrologically, no doubt you have to look at your individual horoscope, do horoscope matching. That is very, very critical to get the timing for your horoscope. But at a generic level, Leo ascendant, this is the right time to get married. Planets are supporting you and blessing you. Caution. Now this is a specific, peculiar caution. Your expectation from your partner will be really high. What you're expecting from your would-be or your existing partner are really not easy to manage or meet. This is a caution I'm giving you. Because with such kind of expectation from your partner, the other person may not be able to meet all the expectations. That can disturb the equilibrium of the relationship. So just be ready. There can be some incompatibility, right? And you may give the name the partner has a bad temper, but expectation also need to be modified. right? It can be, see, it takes two hands to clap, right? Okay. Now, the other caution. From physical perspective, you need to take care of your hands, arms, right? I stay limited in my focus on health, because otherwise I can go really deep. But that depends on individual horoscope, right? We look at Narachakra and other things. But at a broader level, you need to manage your arms. So when you are going to work out, ensure that you're not using your arm to lift heavy weights. That is a very common problem people may encounter. And when you're swimming, you need to ensure that your arms doesn't hit the wall all of a sudden, and all those things you need to manage well. Okay. Who will be a support system? So in the month of June, your sister, sister-in-law, all such sister-related figures will be your support system. So when you're feeling a bit low, you know whom to reach out to. Okay. And I'll talk about supporting dates and a possible date towards the end of the video. Use timestamps and make best possible use of those dates. So this was about Leo ascendant. Let's move to Virgo ascendant. So my friend, the first delightful thing, June is the time for you have been waiting for. It is a time for you to go for your properties, or so to say your dream home. Yes, situation is such that you will not only have good amount of money in your pocket, right? And you will be able to get your dream home if you are intending to, right? This is a good time to invest in property, to go for properties. All right. The other delightful thing, and that's really crazy. When it comes to your competition, your enemies, your opponents, you will be in a very, very strong position. If they take one step, you will be able to take two steps. One step to nullify their step, and the second step to take the prime position in that battle. That's a good thing, right? You're always ready for all such challenges. June is the month you will be always ready. Let the challenge come. I am ready. The other delightful thing, well, this is being continued from the last month. It is a good time for you to have some visits, maybe to some spiritual places like temples, churches, all these places. Good time. Make such visits, have some good experiences, and then utilize those experiences, those calming effect in your work, in your life, to get the contentment, right? That is a good time, good delightful thing to have. And this is more applicable during the first half of the month. Okay. The other delightful thing, as far as your education is concerned, I see the first half of the month is definitely favoring you. It does have an edge compared to second half, definitely. So if your intent is to appear for some examination, have some discussion, spend some time in education, etc., in that field, utilize the first half of the month, right? But I have spoken about few specific dates which have to be avoided. Introportion, do not miss out on that. Those dates must be avoided for every activity, right? The next delightful thing. Now, it's amazing. You like to get to know more about astrology, Jyotish, and that's a great thing, right? So the combinations are such which will prompt you. Okay, you will feel this thing is good. I am enjoying this thing. I'm having a great time watching such videos or knowing more about such thing, learning and listening and reading such stuff. You like to know more about it. Okay. The other delightful thing. Well, my friend, fortune is favoring you. That in the month of June, you are going to have a good flow of income in your way. Fantastic. Fantastic. The other delightful thing, that you will have a good time around kids. Because education is one thing, because sometimes you have good education, but you're not able to spend time with kids. That contradiction does come your way, but no. In your case, you will be able to spend time with kids. They will support you, you will support them, you will work together as a team. That's a fantastic thing. And when you spend time with kids, automatically a lot of things get streamlined on its own with the pious energy kids bring. Yeah. Now, where will be your focus? Your Lagna Lord is Mercury. It changes sign. And I also told you that Mercury, in my intro portion, only in 11 days, Mercury is going to move out of Gemini and Gemini sign, and which is having a Rashi Drishti on Virgo sign. Things are going to move very rapidly in your case. So that's why the focus will not be consistent. Conflicting focus. Last month you left your focus, you will begin from the same place. You left your focus you wanted to seek Guru. last month. That's the focus where you left, and you will continue because Mercury is continuing from Taurus, right? You intend to look for guru. You want somebody is there to guide you on the spiritual path. That will be your focus area. And then it will shift toward your work area, and then gradually the focus will shift on making more money. Right. All right. And by the way, that focus was a superficial focus. The 3 area I told you, the real focus, because the yoga is activating. There are certain yogas which if those activate, then the earlier focus, the primary focus becomes superficial. So in your case, a very good yoga is activating, which will ensure that your main focus will be primarily on making more money throughout the month of June. That will be your core focus area. Okay. What will be your delightful thing? Other delightful thing. Well, you will have a great time with your partner, your spouse, your living partner, depending on your good friend. You'll travel with that partner. You will have good wining, dining experience, good enjoying life, right? Now, a caution, if you expect your partner to do as you expect the partner to do, that is not going to happen. The partner will have its own say, his or her own say. Things will happen as he or she thinks. But the mutual time will be great. Okay. The other delightful thing, you are going to experience how people behave towards you, because that thing sometimes impact us. Or in today's environment, when things are driven by social media, a lot of comments can impact our health, mental health, so to say. But in the month of June, people will like you, and then you will feel happy. Oh, how fortunate am I? People are having good perception about me. They are putting nice comments on social media about me. They're liking my photograph. They think I'm smart. They think I'm capable. They like me. They want to be my friend. Such things will happen to you in the month of June. Any pain area? Well, the pain area can be out of a relationship at your workplace. Maybe you like to get into some relationship at workplace. It is not happening. That can be your pain area, because pain area is such which bothers your mind 24/7, right? When your partner is not listening to or behaving the way you want the partner to behave, maybe that triggers you to get into some sort of relationship at your workplace. Right? I'm giving you an indication where it can happen at your workplace, where you work, or people associated or related with your work. So that can be your pain area. Or if something is happening at your workplace and you feel, oh, I'm not doing the right thing, that can bother you. So something related to that relationship can bother you, right? And caution, there will be a situation when other people will take a hit at your partner. Just keep that aspect in mind, right? Just keep your eyes open and be vigilant about it. Now, the caution is that because of this pain area, you may experience that your relationship with your partner can take a backseat towards the second half of the month. Okay? Now, what will be your deep desire? Your deep desire is again in a similar area. You want to get closer to somebody. You want to derive that pleasure which you're not getting with your partner. You want to experience that pleasure somewhere else. That is your deep desire. But desire, because you're not able to achieve it yet, maybe. But this is your desire. But actions are driven by thoughts. When we desire something, it is in our thought, and then accordingly we take actions. So I'm putting it as a desire and also as a caution. Keep this thing in mind. Okay? So you also will feel like, I need to just go out of this normal BAU kind of activity. You want to break the status quo. You want to go away somewhere with somebody you like to spend time with. Okay. Now, from health perspective, caution. You need to take care of your specific body parts, your eyes, so that you are not sitting at doctor's clinic for your LASIK surgery and all. And also, you need to brush your teeth twice a day regularly, so that you don't end up getting your RCT or implant done. It is not a good feeling. So manage your eyes and your teeth really well. My recommendation, well, I have been saying this the last some time. In the May also I did mention that for you the time is good. This is the time you can actually get to the next level in terms of your efforts and engagement in your work area. The time is good, it is supporting you. So if you want to experience and explore different facets of your service industries or your business expansion, go for it. You will have some good opportunities. June will not disappoint you. It will definitely provide you some good opportunities. If you are looking forward to change your job, this is the time to try. Activate your network. This is the time to activate your network. Try, go for it, right? Okay, a recommendation. See, as I told you in my intro portion, Mercury will be combust. It's your Lagna Lord. From 1st of June till 11th of June, Mercury will be combust in close proximity of Sun. And when Lagna Lord gets combust, it can impact a lot of areas, right? So one, you need to do your prayers really well, right? And then obviously, you need to take care of the dates I mentioned in my intro portion. And also, remedy for Mercury being combust, I'll talk towards the end of the video. And also, I'll talk about the supportive and avoidable dates. And you can use TriStem to watch out and make best possible use of those dates. But the other thing I want to call out for Virgo ascendant people is that, see, there is a specific yoga in the month of June. All the planets are in Rahu and Ketu vicinity. I mentioned in detail in intro. For you, Kal Amrit Yoga is in activation and you need some remedy for this yoga, right? Remedy is required. So with that thought in your mind, I'll put an end to Virgo ascendant. Moving on to Libra ascendant. My friend, first delightful thing. In terms of finance, I'm beginning with finances. Lagna Lord is Venus, about luxuries and finances come to the mind. June is a good time for you, right? Finances will be good. Rather, you will be able to, even if somebody is opposing you in business, somebody is putting some plots against you, rather you will do such actions that you will rather gain out of your enemy's move. That is the kind of month June will be for you. Great thing to have, right? The next delightful thing. Now this gain of finances can also take place not in a measured way the way you're expecting, but also out of the blue moon. Sometime you put some strategy in place sometime back, and now those can get converted now, right? So that money, that finances can act actually very erratic and very sudden way also, but it will be in your favor. The next delightful thing. This is the time when you will get a lot of honors from the society. People will consider you as an honorable man and honorable woman. You'll be famous in the society. Does it come easily? No. Though the combination is such that you are going to get these things, but it will come at its own price. You have to fight for it. You will have to sacrifice things for it, but you will get it. Okay. Caution. Will it be consistent across the month? No. It will not be consistent. As you know, your Lord Venus is undergoing a lot of nakshatra changes. It is moving in the first 29 days. It is moving from Ashwini, lorded by Ketu, to Bharni, Kritika. Then after 29 days, it is moving to Taurus within Kritika nakshatra. So things are not going to be consistent. So this fortune, there'll be fluctuations. And there's a reason for that, right? This is a caution. So don't take things for granted. If things are going in your way, don't assume it will be status quo throughout the month of June. No, there may be changes. The delightful thing for you next. Well, you will experience that you are getting a lot of energy in you. And that energy will not be only that physical level, it will be at emotional, mental level also. You will be so strong mentally that you will be able to experience and explore things. People call it, you have enterprising power, you're courageous. Exactly, you will be exactly like that. You will have that kind of enterprising power in the month of June. Okay, next delightful thing. Well, you like to be a perfectionist in the month of June. Absolutely. But let me tell you, when you try to be perfectionist, obviously you will deliver a lot of things and then you expect in return, then getting credit, getting that appreciation in return will be a challenge. That may not happen. Specifically in the first half of the month, that may not happen. But this thing will pay you off in the second half of the month. Now that's the beauty of Jyotish. So now you know that if you're not getting your due, your appreciation in the first half of the month, have patience. It will happen. Okay? Now, next delightful thing. A lot in delightful getting. Your attitude will be like, I can do it. I have that capability. Give it to me. I have that leadership attribute. But because you are striving to be perfectionist, you have that other attribute of a nice person. Okay, I am humble also. I have that attitude. I am go-getter, but I know how to behave. I am humble. I'll not boast about it. That's a great thing. The other delightful thing, which is I think the best so far, your outlook, it will be religious. Your bent of mind will be, there's Almighty who is making everything happen. I should be reciprocal of His blessings, and I should strive to get that blessing. That outlook is great. The June month is not going to disappoint you in that aspect. Yeah. The next delightful thing, which is being continued from last month, you're going to have a good experience, good time with your partner. Travel time, spending some time together and wining and dining, that will be there. So that's a great thing to have. But does that mean your equation with your partner will be great? Now, when it comes to spending time together with your partner, that is fine. But both you and your partner will have their own individuality, right? And both will be firm with your thought process. You and your partner will be opinionated. It is not possible to bend anyone down. That can cause some conflicts. So keep that aspect in mind. Yeah, that is one of the cautions. Okay. How will your brain act? As I mentioned earlier, that you will be able to rather outsmart your enemies. That will be there. Keep in mind. It will not be limited to your winning battle against enemies, but in every aspect of life. Your mind will have that kind of spark, which can actually help you making decision in the nicest possible way, which will work in your favor. That's a great thing to have. Okay. Your pain area, some thoughts which will bother you 24/7 in the month of June. Your health and your competition. No doubt, you will have an edge. But when the competition is there in the first place, that definitely takes your energy. And that will bother you. That will be in your mind. Okay. What will be your desire? Well, that is interesting. Your desire is that you like to experience different aspects of life. And how do you want to experience? You want to experience with some friends. You make a plan to go out of some outing. Let's explore this area, some trekking, some exploratory things. So you like to experience life in this way, spending time with your friends and all, right? And does that mean it is only exploration, that nature or life? No, I'll go one step ahead. Your internal deep desire, because that was only desire. Your internal deep desire would be that among the friends, this person is very specific. I like that person. I like to spend more time with this person. I like to get personal with this person. That will be the deep desire, right? And that can actually translate into a relationship as well. And this is being continued from last month. Some combinations are being continued. And relationship with whom? Will it be a completely unknown person or somebody you know? Somebody you know, somebody you like, and somebody you like to get close to. That is your deep desire. And how will you achieve it? If you get to know that, it will be good to know, right? Doing it or not doing it, something else, but how you intend to do it. Well, you will conduct yourself in assertive way. People will make note of that. It will not be an explicit way or a sort of dignified way. It will be an assertive way. That yes, I am there. You need to make note of me. And you will kind of indicate, you will not be explicit that I like you, but you will be an indicative, assertive with the body language that yes, I am interested in you, and that will get reciprocate. Why? Because the person will be impressed by your confidence. And that can initiate the spark. Okay. Caution, you need to spend more time with your partner. Otherwise, this spark kind of things can emerge out of nowhere. Okay. Focus. Your focus in the month of June will be stabilizing your relationship. Those who are not married, they like to get married. Your focus is basically on marriage, but marriage may not happen. Time is not supporting you. I'm not talking about your individual chart, but at a broader level. For Libra ascendant, time is not supporting you. So when things are not working out, then that's why your desire and all come to the fore. But your focus is in the area of relationship. Caution, you need to ensure that your thoughts and your physical head portion is under control. You don't do flips where your head can get hurt. When you're riding a bike or two-wheeler, ensure you're wearing good quality helmet, right? Good quality helmet. And also, it also can mean you need to ensure that you're taking proper medication, that your hair fall is under control. Hair fall, it can also happen because of the water you use for bathing. So hair fall, you need to put that kind of equipment in your shower so that the water gets treated and salty water is not coming out of shower. Nowadays, you have some equipments in place. So make use of those equipments. Okay. Recommendation. So my friend, if you are intending to buy a property, your dream home, etc., June is not the month. Avoid the month of June, right? Otherwise, investment and your dream home will not be as beneficial to you as you intended to be. Okay. Support system. So for you, in the month of June, aged people, elder people to you will be your support system. So if you are feeling low in confidence, you know whom to reach out to. Okay. Now, very, very good critical information for you, my friend. In the month of June, I did mention it in detail in my intro portion, but just to give you a glimpse, for you, Kal Amrit Yoga is in place. Not Kal Sarp Yoga, but Kal Amrit Yoga. And this is very serious. All the planets are in Rahu Ketu axis throughout the month of June, and this requires remedy, right? I did mention a few specific dates which are to be avoided in intro portion, absolutely to be avoided, but otherwise dates, supportive and avoidable dates, I'll specifically mention basis your nakshatra towards the end of the video. You can use a timestamp and make the best possible use of those dates. This was for Libra ascendant. Moving to Scorpio ascendant. So my friend, the first delightful thing, and this is really great, it is all about Raj Yoga. People do a lot of remedies to the extent of mantras, gemstone and whatnot. But for you, in the month of June, the Raj Yoga combination is getting activated. And that means success and fame is definitely knocking at your door. You just need to open the door, right? And this Raj Yoga is also, there's a combination that you can also invest and make possible use of your knowledge in your stock market also. But again, I always mention this with a disclaimer. Use your own judgment. You are responsible for all your actions. Okay. The other delightful thing, which is relevant for the first half of June, is that, so this month, first half specifically, will be very good when it comes to maintaining or managing relationship. Sometimes we call PR, right? All the Bollywood star or the Hollywood star use PR strategy. So that strategy will be very great for you. It will work auto for you, specifically in the first half of June. So if you are in that kind of activity, you are in event management, you are in that media line, you are in journalism, you are in Bollywood, Hollywood, that kind of celebrity status. You are a YouTube, you are an influencer, you do photo shoots and you want to drive public attention on Insta, you put reels, whatever spectrum of work you are in. If your area is like that to get public attention, then your PR strategy is going to work in June. That's a great thing to know. So my best wishes, make the best possible use of this time. Okay? It is excellent time, honestly. Entertainment industry, management industry, excellent time. Now the other delightful thing, which is being carried forward from last month, that Singhasana Yoga is activated for you. And that's a great yoga to get fame and success. You get honors. In this kind of time, people do regard you for your knowledge. And when I'm saying knowledge, it takes me to the next delightful thing. Yes, the month of June is supporting you to get knowledge and to retain that knowledge for future, digest that knowledge. And people who are students, who are education sector, studying, regardless of the area of studying, school, college, professionals, or executive programs, this is a good time to get rewards out of your education efforts. Okay. Now, the other delightful thing. This is a good time in terms of finances. And not only pure basic finances, but it is also a supportive time for you to go for the properties. You want to invest in properties, buy your dream home, good time, go for it. It will support you. Okay. The other delightful thing, now this is also carried forward from last month. Why does it carry forward? I explained it in my intro section. Why does it carry forward the results, some results? So you will be happy. And because you are wealthy, you are knowledgeable, all these things are with you. And your social media influencing skills are working. And that can be a reason for your happiness. Definitely, all these things are contributing for your happiness. But the best thing, because of which you will feel very happy, because you feel that I am doing all this by myself. So whatever money I am making, it is all because of my individual efforts and hard work. And that will make you really happy. Okay? Caution. Now, my friend, whether this thing will be constant and consistent, all these things I have mentioned. Think about it. See, your Scorpio Lagna. Your first Lagna Lord is Mars. That is, for the first few days, about 6 days or so, it is debilitated in Cancer. Then it is moving sign. It is going from nakshatra of Ashlesha to the nakshatra of Magha, plotted by Ketu. It is going to Leo. Mars in Leo. Fiery planet and fiery sign. Though they are friends with Ketu. You can imagine the kind of fire there. Oh my goodness, out of proportion. Not easy to manage. With so much of fire, aggression will be there in your outlook. And that can distort a lot of things. So my biggest recommendation, do not argue. In the month of June, kindly don't argue. Because the moment you start, you will not stop till the other person is completely annihilated. You will not stop. Your energy, your aggression, your power will be beyond measure. So because of all this, because of so much of Agni, there'll be fluctuations in the results. Whatever I mentioned, it will be there. It will not be consistent. Understand this, okay? Now, recommendation. So, recommendation to you is that you need to pay certain debts as per the combinations. So, if you feel the need, you need to go to doctors and astrologers and you will feel better, right? All right. And pain area. What will be your pain area? Pain area means some things which will be in your mind 24/7, which will bother you. And those will be in the spectrum of your mantras. You want to do puja, worship, prayers. But why is it a pain area then if you are doing it? Because it will not be consistent. It will not be consistent in June. With so much of Agni around your Lagna Lord, it will not be consistent. Though Agni promotes prayers, it promotes extremities. When you will sit for prayers, you will sit for very long time. But then for the next 1 week, you will not sit. You will feel like, oh, I've done too much. So that will be your pain area. The other pain area. At workplace, you will feel that you are just not able to plan and you are just taking shots. Very quick decisions without planning. That can hit you. That can backfire you. So that will be your pain area. Where will be your focus in the month of June? Your focus will be in upgrading your knowledge, for sure. Because you will realize that eventually, when things are not consistent, why they're not consistent? You will strive to get knowledge. And that's why astrology will come to your help. You will strive to get the reason why it is not helping. What can I do? You will read. Your skill level, your knowledge, your learning will improve automatically, right? That focus will be there in the first half of June. In the second half of June, once you get the knowledge, you'll feel, now let me apply this knowledge to practical use. So your focus will shift towards work. You'll strive to get stability, get progression in your work area. Okay? Where will be your desire? Deep desire. See, the thing is, for you, the challenge will be your desire. You want to stabilize your work. Okay? You want to put because your focus is also on work, specifically in second half of the month. You want to stabilize your work. But the priorities at home, as you notice in the month of May also it was there, are also seeking your attention. So that conflict between your home requirements versus your work focus. That will distract you. And your desire would be how nice it would be if I able to manage both the areas of life. Not easy. And that's why it is a desire. Very good desire to have. Yeah. Caution. My first caution, which will be applicable for the second half of the month, right? A glimpse of it, you would have felt it in May also, but in June, second half, there can be situation where games can happen. You can be a victim, or you can find yourself in a place where blame game can happen. Just be cautious about it. Okay. The other caution, which is very important, you need to spend some time with the mother. Just take care of your health. You ensure that she is feeling happy at a mental level also, physical and mental level. Just spend some time with her. The other caution, now you will experience that the way you are dealing with your partner, nice, gentle way, but the reciprocation is not happening. The behavior from your partner experience is very harsh. So that kind of feeling you may have. That is a caution. Okay. So that other caution, I'll take it to the next level. You may feel that whether your partner is actually your friend or he or she is not your friend. That kind of feeling you may have. So that will lead to incompatibility with your partner. That clashes and conflict will be there. And let me tell you again, if you start getting into argumentation, you will not stop. With so much of fire around you, your personality, you will not stop. So better not to start. Okay. And just move out of that place at that point in time. Just ignore it at that point in time. Right. So the combination is such that, when so much of fire is there, that fire can also vent out in multiple ways. It can also vent out as passion sometime. And when you're not feeling that amicable with your partner, that venting out, that passion can also make you enter into some sort of relationship. And you like to get cozy or personal proximity with the person so that, you can release that fire and can experience that kind of pleasure. So that can also happen with you. That's a big caution, right? You like to get into that mating aspect with the opposite sex. That is there, right? That is there. The combination is there. And how it can happen? How will you conduct yourself? So you will conduct yourself in a very spontaneous way. Even you will not preempt it that you can behave in this way with opposite sex just to draw attention of the opposite sex person. But and the other person will feel there's a mist around you. The other person is not able to understand your personality. And to be able to understand you more, they will be closer to you. And that will how this will initiate the spark. Okay. So my recommendation, if you're unmarried, June is not the month for you to get married. Hold on to it. Okay. Hold on to it. My caution, from physical perspective, you need to manage your legs and your feet pretty well. You can get some injury in that area. So please take care of that aspect. Yeah. So support system. For you, the support system will be your friends, specifically your younger friends who are younger to you in age. So if you're feeling a bit low in confidence, you know whom to reach out to. Yeah. And now a critical piece of information, my friend. Now in the month of June, for you, all the planets are in Rahu Ketu axis. I mentioned this in detail in intro portion. And I also mentioned that there are specific days you have to avoid. Do not miss out on that. But specifically for you, Kal Amrit Yoga is in place and you need some remedies around this. So the best remedy you can do, prayers. That is the best remedy. Just keep your prayers in place in the month of June. Best remedy you can do, if you don't, nothing else. And also talk about supportive dates and avoidable dates towards the end of the video. This is your nakshatra. Please, you can use timestamp and make best possible use of those dates. This was about Scorpio ascendant. Moving on to Sagittarius. So my friend, the first delightful thing that if you are looking forward to get married, June is the month which is supporting you, right? It is supporting you for the relationship and then take it to the next level. So if you are in that radar, please go for it. Okay. And it will be good for you. The delightful thing is not only to get married, but the impact and after effect of marriage from June's transit perspective will be in your favor. So you will be fortunate that way. Okay. The second delightful thing is that the month of June is a critical month for you. In the entire month of June. Now I'm not differentiating between first half or second half, and I'm talking about the next delightful thing for you. So when it comes to your efforts to draw attention of people to yourself individually and also towards your work, right? I can call it in the modern context as if you're an influencer. I'm making video on YouTube. So if you are a YouTuber, if you're a social media influencer on Insta and Facebook and wherever you are, and if you are in the media, if you are in journalism, if you are entertainment industry, Hollywood, Bollywood, you are a celebrity or you want to be a celebrity. So if the intent is to draw attention of people, that is the month for you. So June will be supportive to you in this area. So you just go full throttle. Just engage in the activity you are desired to engage and you will have the positive outcome. Okay. The next is basically delightful thing. Now this delightful thing is very, very critical. This delightful thing, because you are able to influence the outcome, that you will be able to win contracts. You'll be able to make things work in your favor, right? But that will not come by its own. It will require a lot of efforts. It will require for you to exhibit courage and efforts. After that, definitely things will work in your favor. And how will you make it happen? What kind of effort and skill will you exhibit? Because there are different ways. If with the help of Jyotish we have some visibility of that, that will be helpful, right? So for you, the best thing which can work in your favor in order to get the contracts and make things work in you from professional perspective is to use writing. So rather than picking the telephone and talking to the person, if you drop a note, an email and get it documented, that can be in your favor, because tomorrow things will not be used against you. Everything will be documented. So that also gives an indication that you cannot rely on things agreed to in words. So verbal communication may not be that favorable to you. Written communication, agreed communication will be helpful to you. Okay. Recommendation. If you really want to take your work to the next level, if you want to ensure that people recognize you, your marketing strategy, PR strategy, influencing strategy work in your favor. Writing, I told you one thing. But the secret, the Jyotish secret, it lies in your planning. If you plan it out, so now you start planning now and then let the things work for you. So planning is very, very important for you. If you don't plan, if you decide spontaneously, no, it will not work. Okay. The other delightful thing. See, people younger to your age, maybe your friends or even to the extent of the kids, they will be working in your favor. You will have a good connect with them. So you can use the information for your satisfaction, contentment by spending time with kids and by playing with them, by watching IPL together, for example, by going out for movies, some family outing together, or at your work front by having interaction or giving some engagement to people younger to you. That can be a trick, a trade secret for the month of June for you. Okay. The next delightful thing. See, people will look at you not like, oh, this is a normal person, a random guy or girl. No. You will be extremely famous. People will regard you, oh, this is a big man, this is a big woman. The month of June will be great for you in that aspect. Your recognition will be high in the society. High. Like there's a lion in the jungle, you will be that kind of magnanimous personality. You'll carry that kind of persona in the society in the month of June. And also, let me also tell you another delightful thing, which is also secret, that education is supporting you in this month. So you can actually not only read books, but you can also publish and write books. It is supporting you to that extent. So make best possible use of this time. Okay, insight. See, you will like to spend more time in your office, at your workplace. You like the company at your workplace more rather than at your home. Does that give you some hint? Okay, that's the insight I've given you. Okay, pain area. While you will draw attention of a lot of people in society, you'll also draw the attention of enemies. And that will bother you at the back of your head, and that can be your pain areas. Okay, delightful thing, which is carried forward from the last month. In terms of comfort and having a comfortable life, see, you will be getting all the comforts, all the material comfort June will not disappoint you in that regard. Okay. Now, the other delightful thing, that's one of the best from my perspective, and that is applicable throughout the month of June. You're going to spend a lot of time in spiritual pursuits. See, Lagna Lord Jupiter is aspecting Lagna by Rashi Drishti. Great time, isn't it? So that your feet will go to the right place. That is the best thing. Wow, delightful thing in a sense. The other delightful thing, you will actually not only get educated, but the time itself is good for education, learning, digesting the knowledge. And not only that, but you will also get opportunities in your workplace to do some research and then apply what you have learned so far. Children will get good grades, they can get good admission in the foreign universities. So the time of June is helpful as far as academics and after academics results are concerned. Okay. Now the next delightful thing. Well, that's a good delightful thing because you are putting in efforts to make a relationship work at your home front. And that's a great thing. When you're conscious about making it work at your workplace, wow, then even God helps you. Yeah, that's good. Caution. Now this caution is important because you may feel that you are at loggerheads with your mother. You may not like to listen to your mother. You may feel that no, our thoughts do not match. So that's a caution I'm giving you. Okay. Next caution. Now, with your partner, you will feel, okay, my partner wants to dominate me in every aspect, be it normal discussion, normal words of exchange, or also even to the extent of finances. So that kind of feeling you may have. Okay. What will be your deep desire? Well, your desire that's great. That is being carried forward from last month. You like to travel to different places, and specifically to the places of worship. You'd like to travel to a place of guru, to learn something knowledgeable related to scriptures or Vedas. You know, all kind of places of worship you like to travel to learn and to seek contentment. That's a good thing. Good desire. Where will be your focus in the month of June? Well, your focus in the month of June will be on making your relationship stable. Are you looking for short term, just as a fling, or your focus is for a long term? It is for a long term. You want to get married. Yes, that is your focus. Relationship. Those who are married, their focus will be to stabilizing their relationship. Okay. My recommendation. If you like to get married, or this is a good time to go. You can get married. The transit is favoring Sagittarius Lagna. Obviously, your individual horoscope has to be assessed and analyzed in detail in terms of horoscope matching, critical, and timing to ensure that we enjoy the marital bliss. But at a broader level for Sagittarius ascendant, planets are favoring for you to get married. Caution. Well, you need to ensure that your legs and your feet, specifically your feet, are good. You need to take care of feet, buy good shoes. When you go for walking, jogging, or any activity which engages feet, ensure your shoes are of good quality and there's no damage or hurt to your feet specifically. Any pain area, which the thought which will be in your head, it is now carried forward from last month, this pain area. Home will be a pain area. The thoughts related to home will be in your mind, which can bother you. I already mentioned something else about pain area, but this is also applicable in the month of June. Right? Support system. Your mother will be your support system in the month of June. So if you're feeling low in confidence, you know whom to reach out to, right? Okay, my recommendation. See, between 10th and 30th of June, for 20 days of June, out of 30 days of June, Jupiter will be combust, closer to Sun, and Jupiter is your Lagna Lord aspecting Lagna. A lot of things will be impacted by this combustion, okay? And more so, Jupiter will be changing nakshatra, Mrigashira to Ardra, from Mars to Rahu's nakshatra. That is also to be kept in mind. So you need some remedy. If you don't want to do any remedy for this combustion, do your prayer regularly. Don't miss out on the prayers. That will definitely help you. But this combustion is serious, okay? But critical information now for you, my Sagittarius friend, that in the month of June, I mentioned all the planets for you will be in Rahu and Ketu axis. We call it Kal Sarpayog. I mentioned this in detail in my intro portion, right? But for you specifically, it will be Kal Amrita Yoga, and this requires some serious remedy, okay? But because it is for the month of June, I'm not assessing your individual horoscope. I mean, it is good for the purpose of information, okay? Now, I'll talk about, I did mention specific days in intro portion which you have to avoid. Very, very critical. Apart from that, I'll basis your nakshatra. I'll speak about your supportive and avoidable dates towards the end of the video. Use the timestamp and make best possible use of those days. Okay, this was for Sagittarius ascendant. Let's move to Capricorn ascendant. So the first delightful thing, which is wow, is that the time has come for you now to go and buy properties and vehicle if you wish for. So whether you like to go for the property or in home sector, any investment, or you like to get a house for yourself, a home for yourself, or you like to buy some nice, good, swanky vehicle, or like to upgrade your vehicle, this is the right time. Okay, the planets are supporting you, go for it. The other delightful thing is that when it comes to wealth, there is a strong promise for you to generate wealth, generate income, and then build on the wealth in the month of June. And the question is how the visibility from Jyotish we are seeking for is that how do we get to that state? Okay, whether it will come through your how will you activate that so that you are able to generate income? So June month will enable you to exhibit your expertise. So you have accumulated knowledge in all this while, okay, by studying, by putting in hard work, by gaining experience, and now June month will help you to exhibit your expertise. Because sometimes it happens despite having knowledge and skills, you're not able to exhibit to the world that yes, we are capable of, we have this talent. That remains hidden, but no. June will ensure that your talent, your skills come to the fore. People get to know about it, and that's how it will be rewarded as a way of income in your hands. Okay. The next delightful thing. So the expertise, will it be a skillful activity? Yes, it will be a skillful activity, and it has a relationship with your knowledge base. So eventually, whatever knowledge you have gathered so far, that will act as an instigator for you to go and earn wealth, earn income, earn money, right? So knowledge will definitely play its part, and people, the other delightful thing is in the month of June, people actually will consider you a good scholar. They will regard your knowledge. It's not that it will come out of a sudden. You have been working around it for so long, and now it is time for you to get regarded and recognized. And this is what is going to happen with you in the month of June. Okay, the next delightful thing. Now that is being continued from last month. Okay, so people will look at you as a very competitive person. Rather, you will realize yourself that how competitive you can be when it comes to facing the competition, or even, trying to secure some deal, or trying to be in the race. You will stay there till your last breath. You will not give up. Regardless of the opposition, you will not give up. You will turn out to be a very, very true and fierce competitor. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. You'll have that kind of strength. Only then you are able to do that. Caution. Now, caution, the first caution for you in the month of June is that there'll be some clashes, so to say, or differences of opinion with your mother. So you will feel that the ideology of yourself and your mother are not aligned, and you are not ready to listen to what she's suggesting or contributing to the discussion. So that kind of thing can happen. So that's a caution for you. And that will be more prominent in the first half of June. Okay. Now the other delightful thing is that, and that's also been continued from the previous month, and that the yoga is activated for you is amazing. The Dhimanta yoga is still activated. And that the beauty of this yoga, that it makes a person very intelligent. And how will you be intelligent? Because you'll put in efforts. So Capricorn ascendant, lorded by Saturn. Anyways, effort is your synonym, right? You are known for your efforts. There's no dilemma in that regard. So because of your continuous effort, so to say more precisely, you actually will try to activate this Dhimanta yoga. And the beauty of this Dhimanta yoga is that your efforts will not go wasted. You will be recognized for your effort, for your intelligence. And this will also get you fame as well. So June is a month to watch out for, right? Okay. And when I talk about the effort, there's so many other combinations in June for you, my friend, that your effort will be like the lion in the jungle. I would have mentioned this in last month also. Very, very valiant effort. Very, very strong effort. You will not give up very easily. I mean, when it comes to making effort, wow, you are there. You are there. Okay. And the other delightful thing, which is also continued from the last month, that's a good thing, that you are going to get respect from the society. That's a good thing. When people regard you out of fear, that's one thing, but no, it is not out of fear. It is out of your efforts and intelligence. That is the best thing, which will give you contentment that yes, I've put in effort, I've learned, I've applied the learning, and now people are also recognizing this. So that is what's going to happen with you. Insight. Well, where will you like to spend more time? See, when you're getting a lot of effort and recognition, this will primarily impact your work sphere. Okay? So inherently, when you're spending a lot of effort, you like to spend more time at your workplace compared to your home. Somehow, there could be some other factors also, which I'll explain as I go forward. But yes, that is an insight that if you find yourself more in office, don't be surprised. This is going to happen in June. Okay? And specifically in the first half of June. All right. Now, other delightful thing. Now, this delightful thing is very interesting. So, Capricorn ascendant by nature. By nature, humility comes to you by nature. Because, what happens that lauded by Saturn, this Lagna, this ascendant, you are not getting things very easily in life at a generic level. You have to put in a lot of efforts. So, a person who has tasted, so to say, that failure at some point in time, okay, can only understand and appreciate the flavor of success. And you are exact, you stand correct to the statement. So, because you've seen different sides of life, right, you understand life really well. And that is the reason humility does come into you. It's part of your personality. But it's different that it is exhibited to the outer world or not. That depends. So the month of May was one such month wherein humility was not easily exhibited in your personality. Rather, you are very staunch opposition. You are very fierce competitor. That attribute is still available in the month of June. But June will enable your humility, that aspect of your life, also to be visible to the outside world. And that's a very good thing, which is going to happen with you in June. Okay. Caution. Now, you will see that the relationship with your siblings are going to be tested in the month of June. So watch out for that. The other caution is that you may like association of somebody very, very special, somebody who's been close to you, and you like to get closer to that person. And how will it begin? If you get to know that can actually help us. So it will begin through intellectual discussions, right? From that, the spark can initiate. So keep that thing in mind. Now, another insight. The caution which I just mentioned, that you'll be interested to get close to somebody, that is applicable primarily in the first half. Because in the second half of the month, you will feel suddenly you're no longer interested in any such platonic thing. I mean, your focus will completely change. You'll not be interested in that. That's a very good insight for you to know, because your mindset will completely change. You can expect a lot of changes to come in the second half of the month per se. So in terms of your deep desire in the month of June, that's a very good desire. And that desire is basically being continued from last month, because inherently your Lord is in Pisces sign. Lagan Lord Saturn sitting in the Pisces, which is a sign lorded by Jupiter. Okay. And that is also contributing to your desire, because ultimately it is your desire but be driven by different planets. Okay. So desire will be in the sphere of finding yourself, going deep into the life, transforming yourself. It's a very, very good thing. So that's a great thing. Desire, because you're still not able to go in that path fully. That is why it is still a desire, but that's where you want to go. And that's where I like to also call it explicitly that this is also to do with the astrology. So the more you are closer to astrology, the more fulfilled you will feel. That will help you. That will give you peace. That will give you contentment. That will show you the broader perspective of life. So it's a very, very good desire to have. Caution. Now, you need to take care of your knees in particular. So just stay away from the sedentary lifestyle. If you're sitting in chair for long the entire day, better would keep taking some breaks as a natural kind of suggestion. But from Jyotish perspective, I'm pointing it out that knees is an area where you need to put focus. Now, pain area, what are the thoughts which will be in your head 24/7 or which can rather bother you? is primarily being continued from last month, that you may find yourself in a situation where you are not able to communicate properly or communicate your thoughts to the other people the way you want it to be. There can be some miscommunication, to put it straightforward. Okay, and that you need to manage and take care of. Okay, moving forward, focus. So in terms of your focus area, it's interesting. I've been talking about your different delightful points, and your focus will also in the similar line. So because of this focus, you are able to get those delightful points, if I put it that way. So you'll focus on upgrading yourself. And to that extent, you will put in a lot of efforts, because efforts is your synonym in this month of June specifically. And you'll also do a lot of write-ups also. So a lot of such things. You'll get into different deals also. You'll do all such things. You will read, you will write, you'll access such scriptures by which you are able to upgrade yourself and make yourself more knowledgeable and learned. That will be your focus area basically. And the other focus area, because the month of June is such, the volatility is such that you are not limited to one focus area. And the other focus area is primarily towards your work sphere, which has been the talk of the town for the last couple of months for you specifically. So, and that is the right area to focus, because if you are looking forward to change job, this is a good time to put in effort, and you will also get the opportunity in terms of business expansion, stabilization, changing strategy, changing scope of business. Good time, go for it. So that deserves your focus and attention, and you will definitely put focus in that area as well. Now, caution, a biggest caution. This is the biggest caution for you, my friend. The combinations are such which can force you to go away from your guru's teaching. Now, very, very serious, because if you go astray from your guru's teaching, a lot of delightful things can go for a toss. These are coming because of guru's blessings. So you need to make it a point, now that you have the visibility, try your best so that you spend some time in remembrance of your guru and follow the teaching and the mantra if you have got initiated. Please take it very, very seriously. Now, support system for you during the month of June will be your friends who are younger to you in age specifically. So when you are low in confidence, you need some support, you know whom to reach out to. Okay. Now, and another critical point to highlight is all the planets in the month of June will be in Rahu Ketu axis for you. I've explained it in detail in intro section, Kal Sarp Yoga portion, but for you it is Kal Amrit Yoga, right? And it requires some remedy, but I'll talk about it in detail towards the end of the video. Anyways, when I'll mention supporting days and avoidable dates. So basis your nakshatra, you can use timestamp and then make best possible use of this information for yourself. This was for Capricorn ascendant. Moving forward to Aquarius ascendant. So my friend, the month of June, the first delightful thing is that you will be surrounded by some nice, good friends around you. They'll like you, they will support you, they will give you good association, and that's a great thing to have. Having people around us who are our well-wishers is a very good thing, and you are going to experience such thing during the month of June. Okay. The other delightful thing is that, the other delightful thing will be working in the first half of June. So if you are a person who are in such a field which requires public attention, okay, and you are a social media influencer, you are a YouTuber, or you are on Insta, you are doing marketing strategy, you are in media, you are journalism, some sort of celebrity. So where you need people attention and people support and visibility, first half of June is your time. Make best possible use of that time. Now, catch, second half of June, absolutely opposite to first half. No marketing strategy is going to work. I mean, very candid, very, very candid. So do not waste money or paid market strategy. For example, there are such people who kind of charge you money, and let's say you give them some 100,000 whatever dollars, and they'll create fake followers for your Instagram. They'll create fake likes on your Instagram. Fake marketing strategy, to pull other people's attention. Don't spend money, specifically in second half of the June. It will not pay you back at all. So such a great thing to know, right? That's the beauty of Jyotish. Yeah. Now, delightful thing for you, my friend. So you will have a great time with kids. That's a good thing, because when you spend time with kids, it's a good feeling. And this has been carried forward from the last month. A lot of delightful points for you are being carried forward from last month. And why does it happen? I mentioned this in my intro portion, the reason for that. And for you, you're spending time with goods. It's a very, very good thing. The other delightful thing is that, see, you're going to achieve a lot. You have been achieving a lot. Knowledge, I always talk about knowledge when I talk about Aquarius as a person. And the thing is, knowledge doesn't come easily, and you know that. So the month of June will prompt you to put in efforts, even more efforts, not only to maintain the status quo, but also to progress you further. So efforts, there'll be no dearth of putting in efforts. You ensure that your efforts will be there in every endeavor you attempt to make. Okay. Now the other delightful thing is that, which is also continued from last month, and that's great, that you will have a great time of life. So what do I mean by that? The luxuries of life. You will enjoy all the luxuries of life, even to the extent of you will have good support from the help servants. So that's a good thing. So you will not feel, okay, I'm not able to do this by myself. There will be some support available for you. Not only friends will be there for you to provide mental support, you will have somebody to help you physically also. That's a good thing. So the other meaning is that if you have such support available, why not to make best possible use of time you are able to save with that support? All right. Okay, the next delightful thing. Yes, there are more basically. So that's a new thing which is applicable to you for the month of June, is that how do people treat you? Because when we get to know how do people treat us, it is good insight to have. So people will find you very, very influential, right? They will find you, this person is good, seems to be good, we need to listen to the person. They'll get influenced by you in the month of June. And why will it happen? So Jyotish beauty is that it also tells us why this will happen, because of your talent. And how will you get the talent? Through your efforts, right? And all these put together will help you gain money, gain income. That's a good thing. Okay, the other delightful thing is that's one of the best, one of my favorites. That the month of June, this is being carried forward from the last month. It was there in May as well. That how will be your outlook? Your outlook will be spiritual, right? You will like to spend time in the remembrance of Almighty, right? You will tread your feet to the right path. That will be your outlook. All right. The other delightful thing, you will have Guru's blessing. No doubt, Rahu is transiting in your ascendant. But if you recall, I did mention in my intro portion, Rahu will be in Jupiter's nakshatra. That's a good blessing. More so when Jupiter is also aspecting from Gemini. So with Guru's blessing in your radar, so definitely not only your outlook will be spiritual, but definitely it is always good to have Guru's blessing, specifically the aspect. And that month, that period becomes above average by itself. So that's how the month of June is going to treat you. That's a good thing to know. Okay, the other delightful thing. Well, when Guru is blessing, right? And more so the planet in your Lagna is also in Guru's nakshatra, definitely learning will be there, but I'm calling it out explicitly so that you know you're aware, consciously aware about it. If you're a student or you are a working professional and like to learn something more, you want to build your career in learning sphere, this is the time. Continue on the momentum, right? So not only you'll be able to learn, but also you will be able to digest the learning. That's a good time. Make the practical use of the learning after you learn this. Okay. Caution. So you will experience that your relationship with your siblings will be tested. So be ready for that, right? The other delightful thing. So money, luxurious things, material life is not a problem for you. While your outlook is spiritual, maybe because of that, Almighty is blessing you. You are thinking about me, let me think about you. If we take one step towards Almighty, He takes 10 steps towards us, 100 steps towards us. So the financial aspect of it, taken care of automatically. Great thing to know. Okay. So I told you that people will definitely consider you intelligent, they'll appreciate your talent, and that's why they will be on your side. Caution. Now the caution, because I did mention that Jupiter is blessing, but remember Rahu is in your Lagna throughout the month of this. Though Rahu will be in the nakshatra of Jupiter, but Rahu being Rahu in own sign, so the results are coming from Jupiter in any case, but Jupiter is in the nakshatra of Rahu. Let us not forget that. In my Rahu transit video, I did mention the Parampara trick, Parampara secret, that Rahu in Aquarius results are coming from Jupiter, but Jupiter, the challenge is the last 17 days of June, Jupiter will move from Mrigashira Nakshatra of Mars to Ardha Nakshatra of Rahu. And that is what causing the fluctuation. So this, all the goody delightful thing will not be consistent. There will be some peaks and troughs. So fluctuations will be there. Okay. And these fluctuations are not only fluctuations which can offset the delightful stuff, but also they can generate some competitors, or if I go to extreme, also enemies. So be ready for that. Okay, where will be your focus in the month of June? Well, you'll focus primarily on your work. You like to stabilize your work, but things by recommendation. If you're looking forward to change, expand your business, this is not the best of the times. Have patience, keep building, rebuilding your foundations as you have been doing, but your focus will be in the work stabilization. Okay. Okay. Pro tip. This is a pro tip, kind of a new section I've incorporated. First half of June, specifically, your partner will be under your influence, or the partner will be in your control. Okay. Does this make you happy? Okay. So be it. Okay. Now, caution. The combinations are such, despite your partner being in your control or influence, situation will emerge, specifically in the second half of the month, that you will not be very aligned with your partner's thought process. That's there. Okay. So be ready to face this kind of music. Okay. Pain area, the thoughts in your head 24/7, family. Okay. You will strive to think about family, make the life of family members better. So their activity, the time demand from their side will be in your head almost all the time. Your deep desire in the month of June. Well, because of your incompatibility with your partner, right? You may like, your desire will be, okay, how nice it would be if I had somebody whom I could have spoken with, could have shared my thoughts and listened to his or her thoughts, right? That kind of desire will come into your head. Okay, caution. From health perspective, kindly take care of your hips and thighs area, specifically in your legs, so that these remain in order. Just do away from the sedentary lifestyle, keep it in motion. Support system for you, your friends who may be, now I'm not differentiating whether younger to you or elder to you. All your friends will be in your support. Okay, so if you are low in confidence, feeling a bit support requirement, then you know whom to reach out to. All right. Now, all your planets in the month of June, this is a critical piece of information for you, will be in the axis of Rahu and Ketu, and we call it Kal Sarpa Yoga. I mentioned this in detail in my intro portion. Now, for you, my friend, you will have Kal Amrit Yoga, and this requires some remedy. I'll talk about this towards the end of the video. Along with when I speak about supportive dates and avoidable days, this is your nakshatra. You can use the time step and make the best possible use of those dates for yourself. Let us begin with Pisces Ascendant. Now, my friend, the first delightful thing is, wow, the time has come for you to go for properties and vehicles. Enjoy the luxuries of life. Because if you have been looking forward to buy a dream home, this is the time for you. If you want to invest in properties as an investor, this is the time for you. Because investment, when it is made at the appropriate and favorable time, supportive time, it helps us, right? So now you have the visibility that not only properties, if you are looking forward to upgrade your vehicle, this is the time. If you wanted to buy a dream vehicle, this is the time. You will automatically get that kind of money, that kind of loans, that you are able to fulfill your desire, long pending desire. Okay. The other delightful thing, see, you will undergo a very nice Dhimanta yoga. And when this yoga comes to play, automatically your thoughts get aligned. You know, it is important that yogas can be there, but unless other combinations are there, yoga cannot get activated. But for you, yoga is getting activated, and that will give you a lot of intelligence, because you will be conscious about getting knowledge and moving on to this path. So not only you will have intelligence because of the blessing of this yoga, because you are going to activate this, but you'll also get success in your endeavors. So month of June is worth welcoming for, isn't it? All right. The other delightful thing, that's a great thing. You will have good interaction with your spouse, great interaction. So to say, you will be devoted to your partner, right? Very good interaction, good time spending with your partner, great. And this is more applicable for the first half of the month. Okay. The other delightful thing. In June, you will be happy. Happy. That's it. Is it a prediction? Well, my friend, think about it. What do you need in life? You need money, status, power, position, authority, good spouse, kids. Why? To be happy. And I'm telling you, in June, you will be happy. Can there be a bigger prediction than this? No. You will be happy. What a delightful thing to know. It is because there are a lot of such combinations are happening. Okay. And I am very well aware that Saturn is in Pisces Lagna, and that is Maranasthana. Still, I can dare to tell this to you that you will be happy. Obviously, you know that things don't remain constant even for a single day. There are different horas after every hour or so, right? So how can you expect the things to be constant and consistent across 30 days of the month of June? There will be changes. But at a broader level, in spite of Saturn being in your Lagna, you will be happy. Okay. And let me tell you, Pisces is such a house in the month of June, which will be under serious radar, specifically the second half of the month. If you know the planetary movement, Rahu is aspecting by second drishti. Saturn is there, and Mars, when it moves to Leo for the 17 days of the month of June, it is aspecting Pisces. So all the malefic aspect is coming to Pisces. So one thing, let me tell you straight away. If you want to be happy, do prayers regularly. That is, see, without prayers, nobody can be happy in this bhuloka. That is given. So I'm not calling it out because of Jyotish and all, but that is given. And more so for you in the month of June. But if you do prayers, you will be happy. Okay. I have qualified my statement so that it makes more sense to you. Now, next is delightful thing. This is being carried forward from the last month. You will get a lot of attention from people. They are going to like your personality. They will feel this person, this man, this woman is good to be accompanied with. They'll find you nice. They'll find you charming. They'll find you attractive. Good to have, right? Good to know these things. Pain area. My friend, while you are getting the attraction of others, so there are some enemies also in the others. So you also attract the attention of enemies also. But see, your Lagna Lord Jupiter is in 4th from Pisces. Jupiter gets exalted in Cancer, which is the natural 4th house. Natural 4th house in Kalpurus chart. So when Jupiter is in the 4th from your house, it is like acting exalted for you. And because Jupiter is in Rahu's nakshatra, it is creating enemy, but it is taking care of enemies by itself. It is having a Rashi Drishti also in your Lagna. So you will have an upper head from your enemies. Delightful. Now this delightful thing is nice. Okay. This is being carried forward from the last thing. You would have experienced it by now, but it will continue in the month of June as well. That when it comes to enjoying life, I told you would be happy. Now happiness means you will have all those things. I'll call it out. You'll have good finances by your side. You will have a romantic disposition, poetic disposition, but this will not come easy. Because when I talk about Saturn in Lagna as Maranasthana, Saturn is the 11th lord also for you, which is the house of income. So income has to be there for you to feel and enjoy the luxuries of life. So because it is in Marana, it will come with two things as I call about Saturn: hard work, transparency. So in addition to prayers, if you have these two things in your pocket, things will be sorted. All right. The next delightful thing, see, your disposition, your deeds will be charitable. See, Pisces by itself is the 12th sign of the zodiac. Automatically, your nature is giving. Your nature is giving, and June is not going to be different from your nature. It'll kind of also prompt you to be charitable. That's a good thing to have. Now, the other delightful thing, which is also carried forward from the last month, you will put a lot of focus on your mother. You'll spend time with her. You will take care of her physical health, her mental health. You will kind of listen to her, have a meaningful dialogue with her. If you're not staying with her, you will be calling her and just talking to her. It's a great thing to have. Okay? Pain area. This is something which is also being carried forward from last month. So when it comes to decision making, your intelligence to some extent may get impaired. So the recommendation or suggestion I can give you that you have to think twice or thrice before taking the final decision, specifically if it is a material decision. Now, in my intro section, I've given you a couple of days which you have to avoid. Otherwise, things, if you take decision during those dates, it will be chaotic. So kindly adhere to that. Otherwise, also, at a broader level, you need to ensure that you're thinking twice or thrice before taking important decisions. What will be your deep desire in the month of June? Well, your desire is all about expansion. Okay, Jupiterian, be it food, you are a foodie, are you? Aren't you? So your desire basically in the month of June will be expanding your status by buying property, by buying vehicles, which you're going to do anyways, but still your desire will be to do more and more in this area. That's, if your desire is going to get fulfilled to some extent, that's great. Good luck. Now, recommendation is, see, you will experience that your partner will be listening to you. Whatever you tell your partner, he or she will listen to you. That's a good feeling. But is it good to exercise that much of control on the partner? Is it good? You think about it. Okay. Now, caution. There can be a possibility that somebody else is going to hit at your spouse. Hit, I don't mean physically hit, I mean from a perspective of getting into a relationship. Okay, I hope you understand that much. All right. Now, caution. Though your disposition, everything is under Jupiter's drishti, but remember, Rahu is having drishti on your house, Saturn is there, and Mars is also going to have a drishti on it. So there will be conflict, a lot of conflict. Mars will be anti this, what I'm going to say, but Rahu and Saturn put together will try to distract you from your position, your path. So they will create such situation that they'll bring thoughts of lustfulness in your mind. Just be aware. I'm giving you a caution beforehand. Okay. Now, the other caution is that you need to be aware about your food habits and digestive system, specifically your excretory system in medical terms, so that there's no physical ailment hitting you. Just take enough water, keep walking, take sprouts, etc. Whatever you can think of as a normal human being. I've pointed out from Jyotish perspective where you need to put focus from health perspective. Now, the other thing is that you can experience a bit of politics around you, right? So if you're aware about it, you can beforehand take reasonable measures to counter this. So keep that in mind. Now, the recommendation is that if you might get an opportunity, or you may get an opportunity to move out of your hometown. It may happen. And it has been happening so far. It will happen in June as well. Now, if you get such an opportunity, it will be in your favor. So you can take call, keeping in mind the other pros and cons, but at a broader level, it should help you. It should be in your favor. Right? It will be good. Caution. Like there can be a position or situation where in the first half of the month, you may feel a bit upset or angry because you may get troubled by your servants. That can be a position. So you may get angry because of the trouble coming from your servants. Okay, focus. Focus number one. Your focus will be at your home. Is it driven by the challenge you're facing from your servants? Think about it. Or you will experience and get to know. Focus number two. It will be at your workplace. You really are thinking about your work, right? I'm not saying it is a good time to move, change or not. That is because even you are kind of in a status quo mindset. But you are thinking about your work, or your focus will be at your work, specifically at your service industry space, in your job, etc. Support. For you, the elder people will be on your side, will be your support system in the month of June. So if you are low in confidence, you know whom to reach out to. Okay. Now, I'll talk about supportive and avoidable dates immediately as I'm done with Pisces Ascendant. So kindly listen to the dates and make best possible use it for yourself. This was about Pisces Ascendant. Now the remedy portion. See, during my entire video at different junctures and also specifically in the intro, I've mentioned a couple of things. When Mercury is combust from 1st of June to 11th of June and how it is impacted different ascendants. And when Jupiter is combust from 10th of June till 30th of June and how it is impacting different ascendants and different people. So there's nothing to worry, right? And also I spoke in detail in intro about Kalsarp Yoga, and in specification with ascendant, it is going to impact. So for a lot of ascendant, this Kal Amrit Yoga is in activation specifically. Planets are in Rahu Ketu ambit. And see, this is at a generic and broader level. But the intent is not to frighten you by taking name of Kal Sarpa Yoga. So this name is very scary. The thing is, I'm not looking at your individual horoscope. And even if such a yoga is an individual horoscope, there's nothing to be frightened about. Everything has a Vedic remedy associated. But because I'm not looking at your individual horoscope, it is at a generic level. I'm not advising you to do specific remedies. No, that is not advisable. So what I'm suggesting you, be it Mercury combustion or Venus Jupiter combustion or Kal Sarpa Yoga or Kal Amrit Yoga in a couple of places in your different ascendants. And also because we have at different junctures, Rahu, Saturn and Mars are afflicting the sign of Pisces also. For all these things, I will say, be regular with your daily prayers. Because if you do that, a lot of things will be taken care of by itself. It is only we look at your individual horoscope, we can suggest some Vedic remedies and which will have long-term perspective, long-term impact. But for this kind of generic video, daily prayer, as per your desire, as per your wish, just thank Almighty for the blessings. See, merely by being able to listen to and watch such videos, we are in a good position. We are much, much better off. So we should thank Almighty and then a lot of things will be taken care of automatically. Okay, so don't be worried about all these things happening. But as a Vedic astrologer, it is important for me to highlight it to you, how planets are moving and how these can have an impact on you. All right. So now let me get straight into the favorable date and avoidable dates. And you know the purpose of this. In addition to these dates, in my intro portion, I did mention few dates which are extremely critical and have to be avoided by everybody. I mentioned specifically for Asia Pacific friends, the time zone, and then for my friends in US, North America, South America, and also specifically separately for people based out of Europe. So please avoid those dates as much as possible. Now, these are based on, those dates in intro are not based on any ascendant or nakshatra, applicable to everybody, every individual. Now, these dates are based on your moon nakshatra, birth nakshatra, okay? And supportive dates will support you for all important decisions, whatever you can think of. And avoidable, as the name suggests, it is better if you avoid taking any major decision during those dates. All right. So for Ashwini Nakshatra, supportive 5, 11, 12, 29. Avoidable 14, 17, 25. Bharani Nakshatra, supportive 12, 21, 29, 30. Avoidable 5, 14, 17, 27. Kritika Nakshatra, supportive dates 5, 12, 23 and 30. Avoidable 1st, 16th, 19th and 25th of June. Rohini Nakshatra, supportive 5, 15, 23rd, 24th. Avoidable 1st, 19, 21 and 25. Mrigashira Nakshatra, supportive 4, 7, 15 and 23. Avoidable 3, 19, 21 and 27. Ardra Nakshatra, supportive 5, 7, 8 and 16. Avoidable 3, 10, 18 and 28. Punarvasu Nakshatra, supportive 8, 9, 16, 26th of June. 26, 26th. Avoidable 3, 13, 20 and 28. Pushya Nakshatra, supportive 5, 8, 9. Avoidable 1, 3, 14, 25. Ashlesha Nakshatra, supportive 9, 11, 27. Avoidable 2, 13, 21 and 25. Magha Nakshatra, supportive 5, 10, 12, 30. 30, 30. Avoidable 3, 14, 25. Purv Falguni Nakshatra, supportive 11, 21, 29, 30. Avoidable 7, 14, 25, 27. Uttar Falguni Nakshatra, supportive 12, 22, 23, 30th June. Avoidable 10, 16, 20 and 25. Hasta Nakshatra, supportive 6, 15, 22nd, 24th. Avoidable 1, 19, 20, 27. Chitra Nakshatra, supportive 5, 7, 16, 23. Avoidable 2, 13, 20, 27. Swati Nakshatra, supportive 6, 8, 15, 16. Avoidable 2, 14, 19, 27. Vishakha Nakshatra, supportive 7, 8, 16, 26. Avoidable 2, 10, 19, 24. Anuradha Nakshatra, supportive 5, 8, 9. Avoidable 2, 13, 24, 25th of June. Jyeshtha Nakshatra, supportive 9, 11, 27th of June. Avoidable 3, 14, 17, 24. Moola Nakshatra, supportive 5, 12, 29, 30th of June. Avoidable 2nd, 3rd, 25th of June. Purva Ashadha Nakshatra, supportive 11, 12, 21 and 29. Avoidable 5, 7, 17, 25. Uttar Ashadha Nakshatra, supportive 5, 12, 22, 23. Avoidable 1, 19, 20, 27. Shravana Nakshatra, supportive 4, 5, 15, 23. Avoidable 2, 20, 25, 28. Dhanishta Nakshatra, supportive 4, 6, 16, 24. Avoidable 1, 10, 13, 28. Satabhisha Nakshatra, supportive 5, 7, 8, 15th of June. Avoidable 1st, 10th, 19th and 28th. Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra, supportive 7, 9, 16, 26. Avoidable 1st of June, 4th, 14th and 21st of June. Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra, supportive 5, 8, 9. Avoidable 1st, 4th, 13th, 24th of June. Revati Nakshatra, supportive 9th, 11th, 27th of June. Avoidable 2nd, 14th, 21st and 24th of June. Alright, so I wish you best. Hope you make the best possible use of these dates for yourself. And I'll see you soon in some other video. Till then, Om Namah Shivaya.